This is the Tales of Mercia, the Fallen Kingdom. You know what? I'm not going to unmute you, Kath. I'm not unmuting any of you until you start talking like normal.
When have I stopped talking like normal?
Yeah. Hi guys, we're back. Back with some more Tales of Mercia.
America!
America. Tales of America. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. How's everyone? It's been 2 weeks. We've finally done it once a fortnight.
Wait, we're not playing Fortnite, are we?
No.
Oh, good.
No.
Gross.
No. No.
Why'd you say Fortnite? Jesus.
Because that's... Okay. You're just doing it to annoy me. I'll just let it slide. It's fine.
No. Get annoyed. I want you annoyed.
There. I'm bright enough.
Okay, so I'm not dressed up today. I couldn't be bothered, and yeah, I was feeling slightly cold, and the outfit's it's very thin, so I didn't dress up. I can't be bothered. Oh no, I'm not recording. Bollocks!
Oh
All right. Let's start over again. Everybody refresh.
Quick,
gonna have to run the
refresh.
trailer.
Wait. I can do this. Let's do that. Eons ago, the world of Mercia was created using the ancient... There we go, we made it! Hi!
Yay!
Have you ever popped your nuts with a pair of pliers?
Fucking God damn it. Well, welcome back in. Guys, we made it. Shall we jump straight into the session?
Yeah.
So,
What do you guys remember from last stream?
I got woken up.
Yeah.
And I bullied. I battled a bully.
You battled
I
the bully.
bullied the
That's
battle.
right, yeah.
I saved the day.
Yeah.
I almost died.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
When I was just trying to sneak in really quick.
Yeah, and they caught you red-handed and then threw you out, didn't attack you, and then Animal attacks them. So, kind of your own
My
fault.
problem.
I got a message from Divide. I think it was yesterday, or the day before. Hey, Jen wants to know, did you guys get a long rest? No, because they woke me up.
No. No. We're picking up exactly from where we left off.
No. It wasn't. I said no. It was the fact that no, because you woke me up.
Well, we're still early enough in the night. Anyway, we'll get to it. So, in the last session, upon arrival to Shabby by magical means, Cliff immediately bootlegged over to his mother's grave. Like that, he just tunneled in. That's where I'm going. We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
On the tombstone was a message. You can find me at Hawk's Hill, where I always loved to wander. This message turned out was something that Cliff had put on the tombstone, but he's subsequently forgot that he put that on the tombstone and thinks it's a secret message from his mother. So we'll find out. Cliff going down memory lane in Shabby bumped into a bunch of old acquaintances of his mum. And also he bumped into Russ, a school bully who was now running a local underground shop full of illegal and illicit items. It was set up in the local church. Nearly getting himself and two of his best friends killed in the process, he confronted and killed Russ. But only just, it was a matter of 3 of the party members went down at different occasions. So they was hurting from that. We kind of return back to the scene. Exactly where we left off. Kath Brace's Flint kind of walked in, saved them at the last minute, walked back out, went straight back to bed, and that leaves Drake, Plum, and Cliff surrounded by a bunch of bodies in a church.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
And that's where we're going to pick up.
We only burned the front of it a bit.
No, so the church itself is kind of like a stone church, so you've probably like charred the pews back here and the door frame, but the fire has kind of ceased.
But like, we've already ran into the law with burning down things and killing a whole bunch of people. Should we try to cover this up by just burning down the church? I mean, somebody already stated that, there was a fire. Oh no, everybody's died in the fire. So sad. No?
Yeah, but there's still going to be an investigation of what happened.
Will there be?
Yeah, but the more fire there is, the less there's going to be to discover.
Yeah, but I mean, there's this whole storage in the back with illicit items that will be found out.
Well, not if there's a really big fire.
What if we
That
try
will
to
melt
look
in
like
metal.
something exploded in the back room?
What, you mean some of those illicit flashbangs
Yeah.
they've got in the back?
Yeah, and then that's what happened. Like, it was so crazy, and we tried to get people out of there. Maybe we were just walking by. I don't know.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, Drake's going to take any flame and expend it 5 foot in every direction using...
I'm
So
gonna,
there's
like,
no
get
flame
a-
left, so you'd have to start more fires if you wanted. Like,
Okay.
the flame kind of burnt itself out. It's now
There's
small.
not any
Nobody over there,
candles next
so you
to
have
the
to run
altar.
through the building.
No candles. They're all been put out for the night. If you remember when you walked in, it was like quite dark. You've only got like the moonlight coming through like stained windows, that sort of thing.
So I'm gonna go look up for some matches or whatever.
Have you not got a flint and steel on you?
Listen, just because I'm called Flint.
Actually,
So-
I'm called Flint.
Wow.
Fuck's sake.
I was like super confused. I was like, wait, what?
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Good start.
Bye.
Good start.
Brain tired.
Ooh. This whole entire time, Animal was the voice in Kat's head.
Yes, that's why he went insane. Obviously.
I have a tinderbox.
We could use that to light the fire from within.
Survival.
What exactly are you trying to do with that survival check, Jen?
Survive.
Start the fire.
I am going to start like maybe a little. I don't know what's in the back room over there. Where
So
I could,
this is 2 chests full of stuff, like just full
Can
of
we
all
loot
sorts
this
of
shit
things.
first?
You have not looted it yet. I mean, wait, how come Plum and Drake both have full health on my screen?
Because we use the auto level thing that put
Yep.
the values straight back up.
Okay, well, you're not allowed to get that, so go back to your old HP. I think, Plum, you're on 1 HP. And Drake, I think you're on
I
like
didn't
10.
even notice.
A level up does not count as a long rest. I'm just going to make that clear.
Yep. Didn't realize the auto leveler.
I didn't either.
Okay.
I mean, it's weird because Cliff used the auto leveler, but he's not gained his health back.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, and then you've swapped it
Okay.
back. Got you.
I need to swap it back. Over here it's not updated. I guess then.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we know you didn't lose any health, Flint. Okay, we know.
Here, let me get rid of these
characters.
characters. Actually, no, I'm going to leave the character tokens because they represent the bodies.
I don't know what health I am at. Let's just say 1.
Okay, so
Near death, anyways.
yeah, Flint, you never lost any health. You can be at max health.
Okay, I'm going to start picking up the bodies and dragging them into the back room. Just like
So some of them are very bloody, so you're going to be leaving like bloody prints and stuff. These two probably not, because I think these were the two that you burned, Drake. But this one,
Yeah.
This one's definitely got blood coming from his head, that sort of thing, because his eyes are like streaming. It was a kill from Kath.
okay. I'll use the rope like a lasso to like hook round them, so the rope will get bloody, but so I'm not physically putting my hands on.
Sure.
Bloody.
I mean, they're definitely charred as well. I mean, like you're going to be leaving remains behind, right?
I think those can be like stay there since they're like already burned and stuff, and this is close enough to the back room. I think we need to do this quickly though. Like let's loot and then let's just start this fire and get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Are you looting these chests, Plum? Is that what you were saying?
Yes, but I do want to check for traps first.
Sure. Roll me a perception check.
Maybe.
Or actually investigation. Sorry, not perception. It's investigation. So there's two chests. So which one are you checking?
Wow, I suck. I am checking. I can't. Where's my thingy? I want the one here, the one I'm closest.
Cool. So the first thing you kind of see is quite a shiny sword. And like you're kind of like you use your hands very carefully to kind of move things apart because you're kind of like looking for traps and that sort of thing. And without realizing it, you kind of like touch the hilt of the sword. And I would like you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Go.
Yeah, so you are now completely paralyzed. You can't move. You can't talk.
Great.
Yeah.
So that paralyze lasts for like a minute. So while, and then once that minute, so actually, you know what? We're going to put up a. No, we're not going to put up a turn order. I'm just going to let Drake and Cliff kind of role play it out because they probably wouldn't be aware that you're paralyzed. Like you're just like stuck there.
All right. Well, I'll carry on with the original plan. Then I'll sort of shout to Jarrett again. Shout to Cliff. Grab the body. Bring it in the room over here.
This body over here.
Yep, that one. Perfect. Drag it over here. We'll chuck him in the room. And then
so
I'll do
this one and this one. So, Plum, you can roll another Constitution saving throw while they're doing this. Yep, still fail.
Yay.
Still paralyzed. So now there's just like, kind of like a mound of corpses in the middle.
Okay.
And you
Presumably
probably, as you walk into the room, you'd probably notice that Plum is just stationary. She's not doing anything.
Okay. Well, I'll go over, like, poke like, on the shoulder, like, Plum, what you doing? Come on. They'll be on their way. We've got to get out of here. Okay. Can I make a perception check?
You can make an investigation check, yes.
Investigation, see what's going on?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you know something's fishy, but you can roll me an investigation check real quick.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, she's just paralyzed. So you're aware that she is paralyzed, but you don't know why she's paralyzed or how she got paralyzed. You can't figure it out.
Okay.
So I also started to try and investigate, but instead of investigating her, I tried to find the source of what caused this. So I also started rummaging through.
Okay, roll me
Oh my
an
God.
investigation check, please.
This one.
So you also roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. This is going well.
God, Drake's just gonna have like all these bodies.
Okay, so so a similar thing kind of happens. You're kind of like rummaging through. You don't spot this sword, this hilt, and you kind of brush past it, but you can feel an effect of something pass over you, but you're able to shake it off.
There's nothing here. I don't know what caused this.
Plum, you can make another Constitution saving throw. Okay, so you're now able to move. You're no longer paralyzed.
Boy, don't you see that I'm frozen here? You're just rummaging through the thing that I was just rummaging through. The thing that is, and I'm just like so frustrated because I'm just watching this all happen.
It's fine. I just tried to find out so that we can.
Please don't touch the sword. Nobody touch that sword.
And I grab the sword.
Oh my god.
How are you grabbing it? By the hilt or by the scabbard? It's a very blunt sword, so you could probably just pick it up however.
By the hilt.
By the hilt, yeah. Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw. Yep, you can pick it up. Again, you feel the effects having like some form of effect happening on you, but you're able to shake it off, and it feels weird. It doesn't feel good, but you're able to shake off those effects.
This is an odd sword. Drake, can you look at this for a moment? And I try to hand it to Drake.
You can do an investigation check with advantage, seeing as you're all trying to figure it out together. Yeah, this thing's caked in a poison.
Yeah, I kind of like as he's like, hold on, it paralyzed Plum. Like, put it down.
You can literally see it dripping off. Like it's coming off. It's obviously some weird form of poison that's like just drained from the hilt of the tip of the sword and gone all over the scabbard and the hilt and everything like that. You've picked it up and like it's just getting everywhere. It's all over Plum. It's all over Cliff.
I toss it over my shoulder, basically into the corner.
Sure. It clatters in the corner.
All right.
Yeah.
What else is in this box?
Wiping my hand.
So, Plum, you can't roll an investigation for that box now. You didn't find anything else that you're interested in. You can have a look in the other one, though. I need another investigation check.
Yep. Oh my.
I have a loot table, by the way. Okay, so in this one, Plum, you find a curious-looking kind of garment that is all completely black. It's like black ninja attire kind of thing. You found the listening cone, like a little cone device that Discount was interested in buying. So you found that. And you also probably find like some manacles, that sort of thing, and some other odd bits and bobs that maybe like some bags of powder that you're not bothered about, and doesn't have any interest to you. Yeah.
I passed the cone over to Drake because he wanted it.
Sure.
Thank you. He should have sold it instead of kicking us out.
And. Yeah, so is there anything else that's like that I would know is like super flammable?
I guess. I mean, the black suit potentially could be flammable. It's very fine silk material, but you're probably aware that it's probably worth something, and it doesn't need to be
I'm
burnt.
gonna keep that. That's mine.
There's also there's also other forms of clothes and stuff that you could maybe use for like disguises, that sort of thing, like wigs and that sort of stuff that's kind of in like a tight bundle, a pack, so you could maybe break those apart and use that as like kindling, but there's not much of it. There's not enough to set the whole building on fire.
So I don't know if this is going to work. We don't have an accelerant of flames that will be able to cover everything. Why don't we just leave?
Explosions.
Let's just go back to the inn and wash up and go to sleep.
Sure thing. Let's try that.
I don't know what else to do.
Should we check if anyone is still around in the tavern?
Can we like loot the bodies though? Let's check the bodies.
Well, I mean, the other two can have a look in the chests as well, right? Like, if they wanted to. But yeah, I mean, you can check the bodies, Plum. Roll me an investigation check if you want to.
Chest over here, basically.
Okay, so Plum, your investigation. Yeah, you also probably find like some manacles, like some cuff links kind of thing on these guys. They've probably I can't remember what weapons they had now. One of them had a rapier, I believe. The other ones had ranged crossbows, that sort of stuff, just light crossbows. So yeah, there's just little bits and bobs there, nothing of value, nothing of use. Actually, on Russ, you do find a bag of a small purse with gold coins inside. It actually contains 100 gold pieces, so if you wanted to take that, you could take that.
Well, I'm taking it.
Yep.
I'm taking it.
Cliff, roll me an investigation check for that chest.
Sure thing, which is... there. 10. Yay.
Yeah, there's nothing really more of value in there. You might also probably find like a box of wigs and assorted clothes and rags and stuff in that one. Nothing that you're personally interested in. There's a lot of items in there, but it's nothing that's really drawing your attention to it like, oh, I want that, or oh, this is really interesting, I don't know what that is. It just feels like junk, collective junk kind of thing. Yeah.
This is the box that had the sword in it, right?
This is the box that had the sword in, correct.
Okay. Cool.
Well, I guess while he's rooting around in that one, I'll go take a look at the other.
Sure. Investigation check.
While they're doing all that, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Sure.
And
I'm gonna take the 6 discount on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's a... What's it roll? Just the left?
So you find pretty much the similar sort of things. So there's like some manacles, which could be useful. Like if you ever need to take anyone prisoner or anything like that, they're just handcuffs, that sort of thing. Each set of manacles has like some keys in the lock, so you know that those keys go with those manacles. There's only 2. You might be able to sell them for a little bit or melt them down, but probably, I mean, it could be quite useful. You think someone, if you put these cuffs on someone, it's going to take a lot of strength to kind of break them, or dexterity to kind of get out, kind of thing. So I mean, that might be useful.
Finding these cuffs.
And what else what was your 6? Yeah, so that's the only thing that really draws your attention, is those manacles.
Do I notice Drake finding these cuffs, or... Do I notice that Drake finds those cuffs, or...
Well, I mean, yeah, you would have. I mean, he'd have picked them up, and it depends whether he wants to keep them or not. He might put them back in the box. Kind of like Jen did.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So
I'll flash him to Cliff. I said it's just his manacles in here. There's nothing else of worth, really. I just put him back in.
If we need to sneak into somewhere, someone could roleplay themselves as like.
It's a Han Solo one, is it?
Do you want me to give you the D&D stats of what the manacles do? Because I can do that instead of me just badly describing. So, these manacles are metal restraints that can bind a small or medium creature. Escaping the manacles requires a DC 20 dexterity saving throw, and breaking them a DC 20 check. A key is provided with them. The creature with Thieves' Tools can pick with a DC 15 check or higher. The manacles have a 15 HP stat to them. So if you wanted to keep them, that's the specs of the manacles themselves. And they are in the compendium, so you can grab them if you would like.
So I'm like, I would like to have them. They might come in useful later. You never know.
As he says, they look interesting. I chuck them over to the dwarf then.
Sure.
Then I have 2 pairs, I guess.
There's...
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 2. So if you picked up the ones from because you would have got those manacles from your chest, and yeah.
Did I spell that correctly?
That's all right. You can drag and drop, I think, from the compendium into your character sheet.
I just wrote it down in like item name manacles. Good
Sure.
enough.
In fact, I will show you that. That's the item description there.
Yeah. Okay.
If you wanted to copy and paste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no need.
Right. So I guess that's the end of the looting, right?
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
we turning the fire now? Is that what's going on?
No. We don't have an accelerant.
So, if you are leaving, are you leaving the?
I want to look at us real quick. Let's make sure that we look okay because we have to walk through town and the tavern.
Oh, absolutely
Do we
not.
have blood
you
on us?
You have blood everywhere.
fuck.
You are hurt. Your robes, whatever, have stains all over them. Yeah, you've got blood splatter everywhere. You look still beat up, even though you've cured wounds, kind of thing. You still look kind of like you've been in a fight.
I
You
feel
crawl in the grass? I don't know.
I feel like we're gonna need like a story. Let's be on the same story at least. If we run into trouble.
We got attacked and pulled into a church.
Well, we could play off the fact that Cliff was like bullied by this guy, right? And he tried to hurt him, and it was self-defense. We'll go with that. How about that? I feel like that's a good one. Everybody knows that Cliff was like was bullied by this dude, I'm sure, and we're just trying to protect our wee friend.
The story could be that we were pulled into this church by the bully and his cronies.
Yeah, true.
Drake, are you leaving the door there?
I'm waiting by the door for everybody else.
Okay, roll. So when you get to the door, you can hear a lot of mumbling outside.
Hey, I'll let them.
Wow, we got a
So,
crowd of viewers.
They're out there. There's a load of people out there.
Who's out there? And I
don't know.
peek my head out the window, like, oh hey.
Is that meant to be stealthy, animal? Actually, you know what? No, if you're poking your head out the window, they're gonna see you. Like, there's just there's a whole group of dwarven villagers that are like, what happened to the church? Look, it's been burnt. There's someone breaking an entry. There's a dwarf there. And then you just hear someone from the background. Cliff, is that you? What are you doing there? What's happening?
So I start wobbling out. It's like, I got pulled in by an old bully of mine and his cronies. He started to punch me and stuff. So me and my friends came out to help me, and we barely made it. We need help. We need medical assistance.
What do you mean? What are you on about, Cliff? So that's the barman.
We were attacked by cronies and my bully. They're laying in the church.
They're laying there? Do they need help too? Someone go and get some medics! Get some healers from the camp! And like 2 people run off and they go and get some others. Someone get the guards as well! So they kind of like trundle off. It's alright, Cliff. You'll be alright now. Were you attacked? You look fairly beaten up.
Yeah, we were attacked by them and ambushed, and they pulled us into the church.
Roll me a deception check.
Beat us up. That's the 14.
15 to beat.
Shit.
Wait, that says did you say persuasion or deception?
No, deception. He's lying through his fucking teeth.
Okay.
You know, you guys, if you're gonna keep lying to people, I'm gonna make you do deception rolls. Cliff, you're not telling me the truth now. I think it's best if you tell me the truth. What was you doing in that church?
I'm gonna cast that real quick.
Is that... Are you... I mean, how does that work? Are you just, like, trying to subtly do it so that no one else sees it?
I'm like... Oh, I'm right by Drake. I'm gonna, like, walk up to him and, like, you know, touch him as if, like, I'm, like, encouraging him, like, you know, soothing him because he's so, you know, like, it's okay, it's okay. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna do the spell.
Okay. You should never have gone back to bed. No, you shouldn't have. Why did you ever think it was okay to leave us alone? Why did you think it was okay to leave us alone? Cliff, you just got to tell us the truth right now.
So
why were you in the church? What have you done?
My old school bully walked up to me earlier today and told me to meet me here because he wanted to do business with me. So me and my friend showed up, and it kind of went bad from there. It just went bad, and here we are. My friends helped me out though. They defended me against my bully. And it's
you ain't lying. It was a mess, and they started it.
I mean, we started the attack.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, Cliff.
Okay, advantage and persuasione. Okay, well.
And then wait.
Listen, Cliff, I don't know what you've been getting yourself into, and he's just talking to you, Cliff. He's ignoring Plum and Drag. But you need to go back to the tavern, and you need to wait for the authorities to come and have a word with you. It's gonna be okay if you tell them the truth.
Okay.
What about inside the church? What you done to the door? And we saw flames and fires, and people were running through the inn, running out the...
Panic and stuff, and they started the fire while trying to attack us.
I told you not to go to the goddamn church, and you went to the church.
He really did.
Curiosity got the better of me.
Right, Cliff, I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice right now. You need to leave your friends, go back to the inn, and I'll look after you.
But my friends are there for me.
I'm here for you too. Just the way your mom was.
But my friends have been with me throughout the whole adventure.
Phrasing. Context. Undertones.
So kind of in the process of this, he stops talking, and then like a couple of guards start running up, and like some healers will be running up from this direction over here, and they kind of run up, and one of the guards says, right, what's been happening here? What's happened to the church? Has someone tried to burn down our holy sacred place?
We need to head to bed, and I try to...
They were selling flashbangs.
You three, you stay there. Everyone stay put.
And I'm hurt. I need medical attention and rest.
All right, well, we've got some healers. They'll come and have a look at your wounds. But just stay over there. And he's kind of like point. So basically in the center here, I don't think we really explained. There's like a huge statue in the center, and it's a giant fish that's looking up into the sky kind of thing. And around it, there are like these seats that kind of like go around in a circle that look at the statue. Below the statue, there's like kind of like a plinth where, Cliff, you would know that people will stand there and they will say all sorts of stuff, like there might be religious kind of predictions, that sort of thing, or just general, this is the news of the day, everyone gather around kind of thing. It's like those sort of stuff that goes on in the center, and that's kind of like where everyone congregates in the morning to get all of their information and stuff. And he's kind of telling you to go and sit on this plinth, on this statue.
Okay.
Just stay there where I can keep my eyes on you. And he he
both.
motions over to two of the guards and kind of points at you three, and they kind of walk next to you and make sure you don't do anything.
I'm holding Cliff's and Drake's hands as we walk over there, and I'm going to cast guidance
How
again.
cute.
Are we going with Cliff? I've got a feeling we're not, are we? Or are we?
You're kind of forced by the guards, I believe.
So
Oh,
guidance
you're-
only works on one willing creature, and it's concentration. So you can only choose one person to have the
Stop
guidance
ending
on.
up above
Jen.
me.
Okay, fine. So it's still Cliff that has it then.
Sure.
Jenna, she
I'm
can put it in
trying.
your
I'm trying. Like mine's delayed, so every time you move it, I move it.
Right. Let me just move everyone. Okay. There we go. Right, now just stay. Don't freaking touch your characters. Okay, so the barkeep also comes over and like he stays with you and just says, like I said, Cliff, you just need to tell the truth. And he's just like kind of watching over you. There's the two guards that are next to you, and people enter the church. The chief inspector that was talking to you, he enters the church. And meanwhile, a couple of healers kind of patch over, look at your wounds. They look at you, Cliff, and they sprinkle something in your face, blow some dust in your face, and you can have 2d4 plus 2 worth of healing.
Bloop.
Yep. So yeah, I mean they give you basic medical attention, but they don't heal you up fully, Cliff. And they look at you, Drake and Plum, and they say, actually, you guys are all right. You don't need like
Emergency.
emergency medical attention, that sort of stuff. Cliff was very beat up, so that was why that was rendered. And then they kind of head off into the church as well. About 5-6 minutes later, now there's a big gathering outside the church. Like all of the villagers have woken up. Everything's been stirring. People have been running around. There's a lot of commotion going on. All the attention is focused on you three in the center. The inspector comes out eventually, and he points to you. Wait, I'm going to roll for it. He points to you, Plum. And one of the guards puts his arms around you, around one of your arms, kind of like just holds on, and says, "You with me."
Can I talk to my friends before I leave?
No. And
We go together.
without like saying anything else, he starts tugging you, and I mean, I guess you could try and fight if you'd like, but
No, I'll go with them.
Okay.
I just yell out to Cliff and Drake, just stay together.
Okay.
Or try to stay together.
sure. So he kind of pulls you to one side. So this is out of earshot of the other two, so you wouldn't be able to hear this. And
Right.
he says, "Right, tell me what happened." Roll me a performance check. I don't know if you're talking, Jen. Like, we can't hear you. Like, it's just silence.
Oh, I thought you were talking to them. That was my
I was
bad.
talking to you, Plum. he's taken you to one side and he's saying, "Right,
I
tell
thought
me
I
what
thought you
happened."
were just separating me.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Listen, sir. It's exactly as Cliff said. He came to us, my band of friends, We have a another person that's up in the inn. If you want to go grab him and bring him here to us, that would be great because
So you have an accomplice, and he starts writing things down in a notepad.
Not an accomplice, a friend. And so he came to us saying, "Hey, I don't even remember his name, but he was very adamant that this guy used to bully him and that he needed to meet him in the church." So we went to the church to meet him, and then they started picking on poor Cliff. I'm sure you're aware that it seems like you guys were not very nice to Cliff, at least some of you people, or you guys have to look out for Cliff. Trust me.
Who's
you
Cliff?
have to look out for Cliff. The dwarf?
The dwarf.
Do you not know
All right,
Cliff?
okay. No, I don't know who he is. I haven't seen any of you before.
Who are you then?
What's your name? I'm the chief
I'm
inspector
Plum.
of this
Who
town.
are you? Are you new?
No. I've been around a while.
Then how do you not know Cliff? Do you know his mom?
Who's his mom?
Everybody knows Cliff's mom.
What's his mom's name?
Well, fuck. You're gonna have to get that from Cliff.
Right. Well, either way, I don't know him. I ain't seen him before. I've been living in this town for like 20 years, but I mean, you don't know everyone in the town. It's a big place. And Shabby is quite a big place. So it would make sense. Not everyone needs to know everyone.
I mean, you can ask Cliff about his mom. Maybe you'll recognize it from that. But anyways, back to what went down. We met up with them, and they started. They were trying to offer us do some business, and we were trying to do the business. And they started to get super cross with Cliff.
What sort of business? Cap shaking his head.
Cliff had already mentioned business, so I have to go with it. I wasn't going to mention the business, but Cliff already did. I honestly don't know. He was trying to offer Cliff some goods, and when we were trying to figure out what they were trying to offer and what they were trying to offer us, and we were haggling, and then there was this other guy. I'm guessing his second in command. He started to get angry at everybody, and then he was just like, "You don't deserve to be boss. You're not handling this right." And they started fighting each other. It was just a mess, and then we got caught up into it.
I can see it was a mess. What I can see from inside there, let me tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's a little secret underground operation going on inside our fair church over there. I'm thinking you went there to go and purchase some illicit goods. I'm thinking you went there and then got yourself into a fight because you realised that you wanted to take said illicit goods. I'm thinking you murdered 4 people, then you tried to cover up the fact that you murdered 4 people and dragged the bodies through the goddamn church. Then, I'm thinking, when you tried to cover that up, you were walking out trying to find a way of getting rid of said bodies, and that's when you got caught red-handed.
Well, if that's the case, sir, we did a really bad job of it.
Yeah, you did do a really bad job of it because you got caught red-handed. You're in the process of literally taking care of 4 bodies in there.
We were trying to take care of them. I'm a healer.
You were trying
they were
to
long
take care
dead
of bodies. Okay.
I'm a healer. I was trying to assess the situation, but they were really, really, really dead. Really dead.
So why were you in the church?
I already said that.
What was the real reason you were there?
That is the real reason. We were accompanying our friend Cliff because he was told to meet his old school buddy.
Right. Roll me a persuasion check.
Finally.
I rolled really high for this. That's why I wasn't making you roll.
You.
Yeah. Do you want to know before you roll, or shall I tell you after?
After.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled 18.
Fuck. And that's actually a pretty decent
I
roll
know.
for my persuasion. What the fuck? That's like my highest persuasion roll.
Do you
I've
know
ever
what? Do you know what? I'm actually... Yeah, okay, I'm going to ignore my roll. Actually, no, my roll was an investigation check, so it's different. Right, okay. Right, I want you to stay apart from your friends.
Can you please, though,
put
get
her,
my other friend?
hold her over there, and then, like, he walks off. He doesn't start listening, and he kind of, like, disappears. And you're left with the guard next to you, and he kind of, like, takes you to one side. Again, you can kind of... you can ask... you can kind of try and break away if you want.
No. I'm gonna see how everything else plays out.
Sure. So you're kind of like over here, out of earshot. The inspector kind of pulls you, comes back over to the other team, and points at you, Drake. You with me. And again, pulls you out of earshot of Cliff. Right. What's your name?
Rick?
Why did you go to the... Why were you in the church? What were you doing?
Well, my mate, Cliff over there, he's from here, you know, he's from here.
Never heard of him.
We went out for a stroll. Get a bit of fresh air. Being cooped up indoors. It was getting a bit... The music wasn't... It wasn't really to my taste, to be honest, so it was kind of nice to get a bit of a break from it. But anyway, yes, we come out here, and it was another dwarf. Seemed to know Cliff. Wasn't not bit of history there, I think. Bit of history. Anyway, next thing I know, this other dwarf, he's called his mates in, and they've drawn weapons on us. I mean, what you gonna do, all right? So anyway, we had a bit of a Barney, and that was the church.
And they drew weapons on you first.
They drew weapons on us first.
Roll me a deception check.
It's not a deception; it's the truth.
I don't think so. It was Cliff that battered down the door and was about to punch first. Cliff started it.
He like...
That's not how I remember it.
He like grabs me by the neck, and like that's like what really caused
persuasion
it.
check. Then I'll let you have the persuasion. Do you know? No, I'm gonna allow the 19. Okay. Either way, we'll say it's a persuasion because you're half honest. You're missing out a few things.
It's true. From my point of view.
All right. So, what was the real reason you was in the church? What were you doing there?
Well, I told you, have a stroll. Get some fresh air.
Just having a stroll?
And then... Well,
you didn't go there to purchase any items?
They got items there? What are they selling?
Roll me a deception check now. I'm not taking the 19. I'll count that as the persuasion.
There you go, 14.
Can I ask my guard if they're getting flint?
He's not talking to you, so you can ask all you wait. Yeah. All right. Anyone else involved?
Well, yeah. I mean, there was the bully and his three mates, and obviously Cliff.
That's the four bodies.
And Plum, the little Cliff, the dwarf. Yeah, over there on the bench. Plum, little halfling. They laid into her something chronic, and they laid into Cliff something chronic. To be honest, it's amazing he's still standing.
Nobody else?
Have you seen the state of him?
No accomplice that isn't around, or?
Well, not from the church, no.
No accomplice of yours perhaps? Someone that you're missing out or protecting?
Protecting anybody. We got another lazy halfling, but they're asleep in the inn.
Right. Okay.
They like their beer too much. They had to go to bed early.
Okay. Alright, well, you stay here. I'm going to go and talk to your dwarf friend. That apparently I'm supposed to know because he used to live here. And then he just kind of walks off. And again, there's a guard with you as well. There's only one person there, so you can try and break away if you wanted to. I will give you that option.
It's alright. We'll see how this plays out.
So he comes up to you, Cliff, and he turns to the barman and says, right, you need to leave. I need to question him on his own. And the barman says, hey, Cliff, just tell the truth and you'll be fine. Thank you, Inspector, and then walks off. Right. Tell me what happened.
Well, it's just like I've been saying. I got contacted by a former bully of mine.
Right.
To meet him in the church at night.
Mm-hmm. Your name's Cliff, right?
My name is Cliff, yes.
Okay.
I'm a former citizen of this town.
Former citizen. I've never seen you before, but okay. I might be able to believe that.
Anyways, I went into the church because the former bully said he wanted to do some illicit deals with me, and I was kind of curious, but also wanted to figure out what he was up to. And I took my friends with me to find out what was going on here. My bully started to attack us with his own friends, basically. We started to self-defend ourselves, and this is where we are now.
Roll me a perception with advantage.
Okay. Perception?
Persuasion, sorry.
Yes.
With advantage. I'll take the 12.
Yeah.
Right. So, you're saying you came to the church tonight to purchase illicit items from an old school friend. It turned south, and you ended up killing 4 people. What did you do after that?
We tried to clean up a bit and make out because we were aware
You tried to make out?
this...
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. Carry on.
Humble, it makes it harder for us to not make those kind of jokes if you join in on them.
That's true. I know. I'm just as bad as everyone else. Carry on.
Anyways. So, we were aware that they were doing illicit deals. We just wanted to find out what was going on. To maybe get some information, maybe for you guards and stuff. Because he is a former bully of mine. I don't trust him. I don't like him. And I just wanted to figure out what he was doing, what he was up to. They started attacking us. We ended up killing them basically on accident because self-defense. And then we were like, shoot, what
self-defense. So they struck first.
Yeah. And
okay.
The problem was that when we killed them, we found out like, oh yeah, shoot, this makes us look bad because there's illicit deals going on there. We just killed 4 people that are doing them. So, you see our problem here.
No, I don't see your problem. I'm thinking, and this is where you've gone wrong here, mate. Now, I appreciate you telling me the truth, because I do believe that what you've said is the truth, and your friends seem to be backing you up. However, you went out of your way to go and get illegal items from an illegal shop that should not have been there. You then went and murdered 4 people. It doesn't matter if it was in self-defense, it's still murder. You kill someone, that's still death. That is against the law. You should know that if you've grown up in Shabby.
I grab into my pocket and I'm like, how does 5 gold suit you?
Roll me a persuasion check
Oh
with
my
disadvantage.
Do you even have gold?
Yeah,
No.
I have 5 gold.
Disadvantage.
I thought we
And now you're trying
took
to
money away from
bribe.
him.
And now you're trying to bribe an official.
Oh my god.
I thought we were the shop.
It was going so well.
It was going so well. It was. I'm gonna be honest. You were gonna get off scot-free, and now I don't know what to do as a DM.
Yes!
Someone roll me a d20, please. Anyone. The first one that pops up in chat, I will accept. Okay, 8.
Yay!
Oh no, it's the 1.
Oh my.
4. Okay.
I rolled an 8.
What?
I rolled an 8 before.
No, I'm taking the 1 because that's the one that shows up on my
You said
chat
chat,
box
right? Quick,
first.
quick, somebody do it in. Somebody do it on the stream.
I don't think the d20 thing works. Right, I think... What's your last name, Cliff?
Barbaric? Barbosa. I forget.
Cliff.
It's
Barbora.
Barbaric, Barbora.
Barbora.
I don't
It's like
know.
written right there, bro.
I know. Cliff,
I believe
wait,
it's Barbosa,
Barbora?
actually.
You don't know Bella Barbora, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Huh.
She was my mom.
Nice lass. Nice lass. Anyway. Right, so wait, you're telling me you're the son of Bella Barbora?
Yeah. The one and only.
He kind of puts his hands in his face and he rubs his temples.
I am from this town. I care about
right,
this town.
listen.
I wanted to figure out what those illicit...
Cliff, shut up and listen for a second. Shut up and listen for a second, Cliff. Put your gold away. This is what's going to happen. You're going to come down to the jailhouse, spend the night in behind irons, and we're going to figure out what to do with you. You have broken several laws tonight, including bribing an official, trying to bribe an official. You have gone out of your way to go to an illicit black market. You have killed 4 people, or have been party to killing 4 people, and instead of coming immediately to one of us, you tried to cover it up. That is very bad. You seem to be the ringleader. Your other friends over there, they've been blaming this all on you. And I believe them. So you're coming to the jailhouse tonight. There's no question about it. Now, whether or not you'll be able to get out in the morning, your friends might be able to post bail. We'll figure that out. But I can't, just because you're Bella's son, I can't just ignore that. I knew your mum. She was a nice lass. She'd be ashamed.
I mean, I think she would be pretty proud of me, standing up for myself, you know. I've been to jail before, in another timeline.
And you're a convicted criminal. You need to stop talking now. He takes some shackles from his
jailed us.
Sorry, say that again.
Dragons jailed us. They jailed us in a confined space underground. The dragons timeline. It was insane.
Just give me your hands.
Okay.
He clamps very similar manacles onto your wrists, and he motions to his guards. Take him up to the jailhouse. Feed him. Make sure he's rested and everything like that. But lock him behind bars. Confiscate all of his items. You know what to do. Book him properly. I don't want to see anything going missing from his possessions either. Okay? He's under my care. And they kind of take you away. He signals for the other 2 guards next to Drake and Plum and brings you 2 to him. And bear in mind, you 2 can see Cliff going off in in irons, basically. Right, you two. For me, Cliff, I'm actually just going to move you out, like over here.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
not the jailhouse, but I'm just moving you out over there just for the time being. The jailhouse is on another part of the shabby, away.
Yeah.
It's in another part of shabby. It's to where was the jailhouse? I do have it marked down. It's in Bobber. So if you do you know where Bobber is? It's to the west. So yeah, he looks at you two and he says, right, this is what's happened. Cliff, your friend Cliff there, he seems to be the ringleader. You just seem to have followed him in to an unknown situation. I believe you. Now,
Here's the brains.
yes, I can see is the brains of the organisation.
Yes, I am.
Listen, my advice to you two. Spend the night in the inn. The innkeeper over there, he will look after you. And then you need to leave. I don't want to see you in shabby again. That's it. You're one ticket. That's it. You're done. No more in shabby. You are barred from everywhere around here. Don't want you causing trouble in my goddamn town. Now go to the inn, get some rest, and then you need to be shipping out. Cliff, he'll be open for posting bail in the morning if you so choose to bail him out. But I would advise you not. I'd advise you to leave him.
I apologize for all the trouble that we've done, sir. We'll be on our way.
Yeah, damn right you'll be on your way. And then he motions over to the barkeep, and the barkeep kind of comes over. Hey! I've forgotten the fucking voice. What you doing? What you doing to Cliff? He ain't done nothing wrong. Did he tell you the truth? He'd tell you the truth, right? I bet my credibility in my bar that Cliff is a good lad, okay? You just need to let him go, okay? Listen, don't worry, don't panic. He's only in for the night. But these two here, they're going to be stopping in your inn tonight, and then they're going from shabby and they're not coming back. They've agreed with me, they've agreed with everyone, they ain't coming back to shabby. You just got to post them up for the night. That's the best we can do. As for Cliff, we'll figure out bail. Like, you can post up for bail if you want to take Cliff. Hey, I'll probably do that. See you in the morning. Like, you two, piss off. And he walks off, kind of thing, back into his inn. He's not happy. And the inspector kind of nods to you two to get the fuck out.
All right.
And we do.
We'll go back to the inn and get some sleep, get some rest.
Can we please have just a long rest? I just want to go to sleep.
There's still probably enough night left for you to get a long rest.
Me too, or not me?
Yeah, you too as well, yeah. So, so basically that all kind of happens. You might hear, in the night, you might hear some rustling from downstairs, that sort of thing. You might hear people in the inn. People are flooding back into the inn, like people going up into the rooms, and everything's quietening down outside. And when you come into the room, you see Flint fast asleep on the bed.
Away. On the bed. All right. Well, I am just going. Wait. I want a long rest. Do we still have all of the items, though? All of our items? They didn't confiscate it.
They didn't confiscate anything from you. They confiscated things from Cliff. So anything that Cliff had, he's lost. But you managed to keep all of it. I have the ninja
thing. Drake still has the ear thing.
Yeah. So you got your listening cone. You got your black suit. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to know what this black suit is later, but I really just want to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you can, okay, so I'll give you behind the scenes thing with the black suit. So it can only be used by rogues. It's tight fitting for sneaking at night. It allows hiding when you are lightly obscured from a creature from which you are hiding, but you cannot wear any other clothing. No rolls are required. So if you are in a bush, you don't need to do a sneak roll or anything like that. You are hidden. But it can only be used by rogues, so it's kind of useless for you.
Yeah. Still nice. Okay.
Might be able to sell it for something if the town was open and you were allowed to be in the town.
Right. I'm gonna just keep it in my pocket for
I'm
the
allowed
time
to be
being.
in town. I never got kicked out.
You can barter for us, but like, can we just go to sleep?
What do you mean? I've already been asleep.
I'm gonna go to sleep and swap out my spells.
And I'll give you the info for the listening cone as well. So this is a device made for listening through doors and other solid surfaces. It provides advantage on perception checks when listening through objects. The objects have to be fairly thin, so it can be like a stone brick wall, but you can't listen through an entire mountain kind of thing.
So basically, it's a cup that you're putting to the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cup.
It's probably made from like a bone of some giant creature's bone or something like that.
It's very phallic looking.
It's a phallic cone, yeah.
Nice. Who doesn't like a phallic object towards their ear?
And I've given you the description of the manacles, but they've probably been confiscated as well.
Yeah, those were on Cliff.
Oh, you missed out of so much stuff from there. I came up with some like really cool items that you could have got, and none of you rolled the right roll.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
I did.
What was your investigation when you rolled it? I didn't see.
Oh, mine was that investigation was shit.
Yeah. So it's your investigation rolls, or everyone's investigation rolls. Just you didn't find anything.
Yeah.
I mean, the moment I was being pulled away, I was like, you know what we should have done? We should have just cuffed someone of us and just pretended like we were some sort of FBI-like ordeal.
I would have just fucking took what I wanted, come out all raggled, and sat there and said, "They tried to attack us."
Yep, that's probably what you should have done. With advantage, have a deception roll, you know?
We went in to pray, and then all of a sudden they were all around us attacking us.
I think the mistake that you had there was that you moved the bodies and you were trying to hide it, kind of thing. If you'd have just, like, kind of ran out and screamed for help, we're being attacked, kind of thing, which you'd already established, so with Discount kind of running into the pub. Quick, we're being attacked, help! You know, you could have got away with that very easily. The innkeeper would have backed you up, like all sorts of things would have backed you up, all the people would have backed you up as well, but because like the stories changed throughout the interrogation, they were all slightly different. It's like, yeah, someone's going to have to be arrested here.
We didn't really have time to coordinate.
The dragons!
Anyway, right, okay, so
it,
if there's nothing else you're doing...
has a pyro problem, okay?
If there's nothing else you're doing, you can all take a long rest.
I'm swapping out spells.
And we're going to wake up with Flint fairly early in the morning. The birds are chiming and the sun's only just about to rise. Drake and Plum... Drake and Plum are asleep on the floor, probably. And there's no Cliff.
Oh, did they finally kill the fucker? Boy. I get up, I go down to the inn, see what they have for breakfast.
So the barkeep is at the bar there, and he's wiping down the shelves. It's completely empty at the moment. It's quite early in the morning. He says, "What do you want?"
Oh, I thought there was breakfast involved, included here.
I think your friends forfeited the breakfast last night.
The fuck did they do?
What do you mean? What did they do? Did they not tell you?
I know, I was sleeping.
Wait. Roll me a deception check. You have some inkling that you did go and murder someone yourself, right? So.
Did I murder them? Or did I just whisper something and they just couldn't take it?
Yeah, but you still woke up, ran out of the inn, went to the thing, and then came back and then went back to sleep, and he saw you. So, roll me deception check.
Could have been a part of a dream.
Time to gaslight.
Wait, you really don't know what happened last night?
I dreamt a hell of a dream, but I was fucking tired. I went to bed.
Yeah, but you definitely left and then came back in before it all kicked off, though, right? You went to the church.
Again? I thought that wasn't a dream.
No, that definitely happened.
So what happened exactly?
Well, I mean, Cliff.
I sit down at the bar now at this point and pull up a glass.
Sure. And he's starting to warm up to you a little bit. And actually, I think you and him got off on a very good start when you first met him, so he's probably warming to you a little bit easier than Drake and Plum would. Right, okay, I can tell you and Cliff are the innocent ones in this, and it was that human and that other little halfling that is behind all this. I can tell. I got a good instinct for this little thing, good little nose. Okay, you're a good man. So I'm going to tell you something about your friends. They've been dragging my Cliff, my little... Well, we ain't going that far. He ain't mine. Might be. I don't know. Could be. Don't matter.
You might be his father.
I don't know. A lot of people could be his father, if you know what I mean. Anyway, that's beside the point.
Sorry?
Anyway, that's beside the point. They getting that wee little kid, and they twisting him into some killing machine. He killed 4 people last night. He's been taken to the jailhouse. And your friends, they've been barred from this. This entire town, whole of Shabby, has been barred to them, and I'm pretty sure that probably is going to extend to years if you're going to stay around with them. So, my piece of advice is stay away from Cliff, stay away from those other 2 that you spent the night with last night, and leave. It's in your best interest. Make a new life.
I'm going to have to talk to those. But you're right, they are the troublemakers. Always have been, those 2. Cliff is just such a small, innocent little dwarf. I've been trying to keep him out of trouble, but you know, he's got a mind of his own sometimes.
A deception check with disadvantage. That is so far from the truth. You have disadvantage on that. I'll accept the 17. It's not actually disadvantage. Yous is completely right. Listen, I'm gonna go over to the jailhouse in a few hours, and I'm gonna post bail for him so he can get out, and he's gonna come and live with me. Okay, so he's gonna be safe from now on. I'll get him working behind the bar or something, doing some cleaning. I don't know. I got some other shit that he can do.
A word of advice for you, my friend. Keep him away from the food. Anything and everything can go into his fucking mouth.
Oh, he was always like that when he was a wee nipper. He put everything in his mouth. He used to lick everything, takes from his mum.
Tits from his mum.
Right, she was the same.
Oi. He would still tuck on a tit from his mother.
Well, I think you is misunderstanding what I'm putting down there, friend, but hey.
Oi.
Right, well, yeah, I'm gonna give you, what would you like for breakfast?
What you got? Whatever you got is good.
Could do some sausages, get you some meat, got you a little bit of mashed gruel over there.
Oi, I'll take that.
Porridge.
Yeah. Give me a meat. I'll put it in my mouth.
Right. There you go. He'd like put some sausages on a plate, gives it over, maybe like a little bit of bacon.
Damn good, my good sir.
You want anything to drink? I got some coffee.
You got anything stronger?
You're in the bar, of course I got something stronger. Well, what you talking? It's gotta cost you.
Right, let's go for the whiskey you gave me last night.
Oh, you drank all that.
All right, give me the next best thing.
Let me have a look, see what was on the menu. I cannot remember.
Some shitty bartender you are.
I've got so much things I can't remember. So he kind of like says, well, I mean, like I said, I'm out of that whiskey, but other spirits, I've got some like fireball liqueurs, that sort of thing. I could make you some like cocktail stuff if you'd like. Got my own stuff I've been going. Little pinch
Give me
of
what you think is the best drink.
right. How about some Everquist?
All right, if you think it's good, let's try it. I trust
It's
you.
expensive though. You have to get some really rare berries and distill them. It takes ages to ferment.
More than the whiskey.
Way more than the whiskey. Oh
Why didn't you
yes.
give me to this last night when I asked for the best shit?
You didn't ask for the best shit last night. You asked for whiskey last night.
Oi. All right, how much is it for a glass?
45 gold piece.
I ain't got that much.
Well,
You know what? I got my own beverage. Don't you worry about it. The biggest swig.
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Already? It was the
Yep.
first morning drink? Jesus.
You have 1 layer of exhaustion.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. I just woke up.
That's the roll. It stagnates. It was a very strong swig of your jug.
That's the way we roll.
Is there a spot to put exhaustion in?
Maybe not. Possibly not.
In the
do it
flaws?
I'll do it through the back door.
I mean, back doors.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
So
Okay.
as Flint is eating breakfast, Drake and Plum, you can kind of wake up and do what you need to.
And I'm like just stretching. Well,
Do you think they're gonna serve breakfast?
I
Should we go find out?
don't think we're gonna get that breakfast, but we can try. I know that I overheard the barkeep last night wanting to post bail, which would be nice, so we don't have to front the bill. But I think he has a bigger interest in our little dwarf friend. We'll have to see what that's about.
Where's the other halfling? Where's the?
We're in a bar. Where do you think he is?
Yeah. Okay.
I go down.
What do
Head
you
down as
want?
well.
Right, you two are up, so you're out.
Hey, what?
Right.
Out.
He's getting breakfast. Where's our breakfast? We paid
Out.
for breakfast.
No. You forfeited that when you went and turned Cliff against the entirety of this town. So out you
There's
go.
nothing to Cliff.
Out you go by the order of
We saved
the
his life, but
investigator.
okay.
You two need to
Guess
leave.
you don't really care about Cliff. Bye.
They're trying to
No, I don't
blackmail
really
me.
do that.
That's what they are doing. He
I
says to
don't, I
Flynn.
didn't really do that. I do say I overheard last night that you were going to post bail for our mutual friend.
Why are you calling him a troll? That's a bit racist. I'm a dwarf too, you know.
Who called him a troll?
I thought that's what you
You
said.
got a hearing problem.
I think so.
Yeah, she never said troll.
Oh, okay, I heard troll. Our troll friend. That's what I heard.
For our little friend.
Oh, okay.
For a mutual friend.
Mutual. Okay, that's it. Okay, okay.
Okay.
He doesn't say troll.
Our mutual friend.
I tell you, those musicians you've got in here. It's affecting your hearing. You gotta put plugs in or get a different band.
What is it gonna take for you two to leave right now?
I just want to know if you're going to post bail for our friend and what your plans are. Because if you don't want to do it, we'll do it, depending on how much it is.
You ain't gonna do nothing of the sort. You stay away from Cliff from now on.
Breakfast would be nice.
Nope.
Well, look. Hold on. You want us to leave quicker, right? If I'm going out on an empty stomach, I'm going to be slow. I'm going to be dragging my heels, and I'm just going to be. Like,
you're gonna be slow. You're gonna be dragging your heels, and you're gonna be arrested. So leave.
Well, how about a refund then?
Nope. Meanwhile, Flint is just ignoring everything.
Ain't gonna recommend this place on my
What was that
travels.
for? Flint, what's the sleight of hand?
As I'm sitting there taking some food, I'm throwing a bit of it into my bag as well.
It's very clear, but he allows it.
All right. Well, I kind of
Points at the
try to
sausages.
grab Flint and be like, "All right, we'll leave
Hey,
now."
Get your hands off me, you dirty woman! I'm having a chat with my mate here.
Oh, I forgot. Bollocks. We forgot to do the roll, Kath. It's too late.
Oh.
Yeah, it's too late.
And I'm like, "Dirty women, that's not what you said last night." And I'm like trying to grab him out of the thing.
I didn't say
Let's
anything
go.
last night. I was fucking sleeping. Had to wash my hair. Hey, thank you, good sir. We'll see you again.
No, you won't.
Thought you and I was mates.
But yeah, you're still gonna have to leave. No.
I'm leaving, but I'll be back. I love your sausage.
Yeah, you do.
And he just kind of mumbles to himself and probably follows you to the door and then closes the door and you hear it lock behind.
The fuck did you guys do last night? To get kicked out of the fucking town?
More importantly, Cliff is in jail. And according to your little barkeep friend, he wants to keep Cliffy Boy.
Yeah, what's wrong with
that? We kind of need him to help find his mom, I think. We can't just leave him behind.
Finding his mom doesn't sound like an issue. Apparently, if you have a cop, she's all over it.
Are you just going to be running around helicoptering? Is that what you plan to do to find his mom?
I don't know. She likes the wee ones. Drake, though, he might be her way.
Dwarves and halflings are about the same size, right? Maybe dwarves are a little bit bigger.
Halflings are tiny.
So are dwarves.
Hobbits.
Dwarves are like
Hobbits
4
hobbits,
feet,
right?
maybe?
Okay.
Halflings are
hobbits,
like
right?
3 feet,
Because
maybe? Thereabouts?
Hobbits are shorter than dwarves. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that's
shorter,
dwarf.
yeah, but they're not tiny creatures.
no, they're not
They're
like
meteor.
dwarves.
Compared to dwarves. Dwarves are quite small as well.
Yeah, but gnomes are smaller, for example.
Gnomes are the ones I'm thinking of. The tiny ones. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, she'll probably hop onto everything, but, it is what it is.
For the right price.
I All right. So then, are you wanting to go post bail for Cliffy before Fuckface does?
I
Well-
think we might have to try, or we
Didn't-
have to sneak him out later.
Didn't the dwarf mention something about Hawkthorn Pass? Hawkthorn Hill? Hawkthorn something? Something Hill. Hill something.
Do you know where that is?
No. But it's not in town, is it? And they said leave town. Maybe we meet them there.
Wait, what? That's where we have to find his mom, right?
Something like that. That's the last thing he was going on about before we got caught. When at the grave, remember? We were at the grave.
Yeah, we need Cliffy Boy though. For that, don't
Yeah, but
we?
when he gets out, where do you think he's going?
So we're gonna just trust Cliff to get there by himself. Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, he was pretty pent up about it when I last saw him at the gravestone.
I mean, we can try. We could just wait and see, maybe for a day, if he meets up with us.
I start
I
walking
feel like-
towards the jail.
Would you know where the jail is, Flint? Have you been to Shabby before?
I mean, potentially, depending on.
It's
my
quite
war
far
time
north, so it is quite far. It's very far away from where you've been north in the other
All right,
campaign
wait.
as well.
Okay.
All right. Before you leave, Flint, I pass you 100 gold coin that I looted off of the body, so you have 100 gold coin.
All right.
That's for bail and stuff. Me and Drake need to get out of here. So we're gonna... I know Shabby because I had ties here originally, way
Yeah,
back
I
in the day.
think you have probably visited Shabby a few times, so you might know your way around. Probably not as well as Cliff, because he lived here and grew up here. But you would...
So can we meet? You got lost, Jesus. Can we? Would I know just the general direction of this?
Yeah. Well, you and
Okay.
Drake saw him go off in that direction anyway, right? So, and Plum, you probably would know that the jailhouse is in that direction. You probably wouldn't know exactly where it is.
Okay.
But yeah, you'd know it's in that direction.
All right. Me and Drake are just gonna
Let's split the party again.
It's
we might
already
have
split.
to.
It happens
but
all the
I'm
time,
chill.
every session.
I know.
All right. So I'm
Drake, do you think we
asking
should
people.
go with him, or should we try to leave town sooner than them though? Should we
I
really
think
split
we
this
should-
party?
I think we should meet them at the hill.
All right, me and Drake are gonna go.
So
What do we
he
know
did
about
say
the
that
way
you
outside
could go
town?
and post bail. I don't know if that's altering your perceptions. He did say that to you, so it wasn't a matter of you need to leave. It's the
Oh, okay.
barkeep that's telling you to leave straight away. It's not the chief
Okay.
investigator.
All right, fine then. We can go with Flint as long as we don't get in trouble for being in town. We'll go get Cliff. We'll go with
They're
him.
in badly,
Give me back
but
my
go on then.
100.
Fucking women.
So, so you kind of go through Shabby. Now, I do have a map in progress for the next section of Shabby over, but I haven't actually finished it yet because I was expecting you not to need to go to the jailhouse today. Potentially.
Silly Womble.
I
Play
know.
D&D stuff, right?
No, me.
So, I'll kind of give you a brief description of all the different areas, and I'll probably never finish this map because you have been barred from Shabby, unless you want to, I mean, you could always try and figure out a way to come back, I guess. Wait a sec, you got barred from Mariam, you've got barred from Shabby, you burnt down, one of the villagers. Jesus Christ, everywhere you go. I'm gonna have to start rolling some serious shit soon.
We're destroying your campaign one town at a time.
Technically, I'm still not barred from this town.
We
No,
are more dangerous than the
but-
dragons.
Potentially, if you're hanging with these two, they're gonna they know you they know that there is an associate of theirs. Those two, as outsiders, have been barred, and that kind of would overlap to you as well, probably. Now, if you were on your own, you'd probably get by. But then we're getting into the matter of
come in with them. Yeah.
Yeah. But because you're with them and you're walking through town with them, you're probably going to get associated. It's guilty by association, right?
Fuck that. I'm just a guide. They paid me some money to guide them through town.
Okay, so you end up outside of the jailhouse. It's kind of like it's a big building in the kind of residential district of Shabby. This district's called Bobber. And it's quite a big building. It looks quite grand. There's a lot of money that's gone into this building, but it is very heavily fortified. It's made out of stones, like kind of a solid cobblestone brick exterior kind of thing. And there's like a staircase that leads up to the entrance. So it's kind of raised up off the ground. I'm going to flip over to Cliff, because Cliff, you've spent the night in this jail. You've been in a jail cell on your own. It's probably twice the size of the solitary confinement jail that you spent a lot of time in, but it's just as dark.
There's been a window?
No, there's no window in this jail cell. So you've spent an entire night on your own, and I'll leave it up to you whether you got much sleep or not, but I will give you that long rest if you require.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like your own kind of thing. You don't necessarily have to tell me. That's entirely up to you. I'll let you kind of like figure that out for yourself.
I mean, I got a lot of sleep anyway, so...
Sure. In the morning, the door opens and you are handed a tray of porridge, and then the door is closed. So that's your breakfast kind of thing.
It's not really much, I guess, in breakfast.
I presume once you've ate that porridge, someone else comes back, takes the tray from you and says, "Are you Cliff?
Yeah,
Cliff
I am.
Borower?"
Yeah, I got put in this jail by some weird guard that thought I was guilty of some stuff.
Roll me a deception check.
It's worth a try. 16.
Wait. Don't I know your mum, Bella?
Bella, yeah.
Yeah. Fine lass.
Bella Thorne.
Shame.
I mean...
Shame.
Yeah.
I very much miss her. She was a fine lass. So you're saying that you've been apprehended and put in here? You know, I'm not supposed to talk to the prisoners, are I? And takes your thing and closes the cell door behind him. A little bit of time passes, and the chief inspector comes down. Mm-hmm. And he comes to talk to you, Cliff, and he says, "Right, Cliff, this is how it's gonna go. I've been thinking. You left this town, right? You haven't been around for about 5-6 years. Is that right?"
Yeah, I wanted to see the world.
Because your mum, Bella,
Died.
she passed away.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Let's keep it at that, indeed, yeah.
You're going to have to leave Shabby again. You cannot come back here. You're no longer welcome. That's your penance. It's either that or you spend time in this jail. A long time. 4 people were killed. 4 lives lost. Doesn't matter who they were or why they died.
They had it coming.
And you show no remorse from that. That's my point, Cliff. We can't have... Doesn't matter who your mum is. We can't have people like that in this town. The whole town would fall apart.
Yeah.
So you need to leave, and you can never, ever come back.
It already is falling apart, mate.
What do you mean it's already fallen apart?
I don't know. I'm pulling strings here.
Yeah, okay.
Just not cool. Sorry. Just carry on in Inspector.
So basically, this is what's going to have to happen for you to be able to be released. There is a bail set at 200 gold pieces. Can you meet that yourself?
No. I have 5.
Okay, well, let's hope that your friends can, and they come and they pick you up. If not, I do have a feeling the barkeep will, from Fisherman's Friend, I think he said that he was going to come and post bail as well, and he makes a good earn in there, so you might be able to do that. But even if you cannot be in Shabby, those are the conditions of your bail. You must leave and never return. Fisherman's Friend.
Yeah. Nice inn. It's all inclusive.
He nods, looks very perplexed, and closes the door behind you, closes the sail, and you are left once again alone. So, you three, you kind of walked into the jailhouse, and you see like a big reception area, like a desk, and there's like this door that kind of leads off into like a long corridor kind of thing, and you can't really see anything else. There is a very young dwarf at the desk, and he says, "It's you three. What do you want?"
I hear you're holding one of these guys as friend. I hear he's charged with some crime.
Cliff Borbora, have you come to post bail?
I guess so. Here's 3 gold for him.
3 gold for bail? Are you kidding me? He killed 4 people.
No,
You want another one?
He defended himself against 4 people.
Wait. Did you just say you want another one?
Yeah, another gold piece.
I thought you were threatening a dead person. I thought you were threatening me, threatening a law official of this entire city. Because if you were, sir...
Go get your knickers in a twist.
Yes, that's
We're
what
on
I
about
thought.
the gold.
Oi, listen.
Bail is posted at 200 gold pieces. The conditions of his bail is he leaves Shabby and never returns. Which I believe is also the condition on you two. And he points at you, Drake, and you, Plum. And if you are with these two, you as well, outsiders, the lot of you, need to leave.
Oi, but you can't... okay, hold on. You want us to pay 200 gold and then take Cliff with us? Or you're just going to keep him here? Is that correct?
Aye?
Does that not make a lick of sense to you?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Of course, you got me exhausted, so I got to do it at a fucking disadvantage.
I'd say you've got the other two helping you, so you can roll it normally.
Jesus Christ.
The
Wow.
bill went up to
That's what I'm saying, and it does
One.
make sense. That's
All
the
right,
way of the law.
We'll see you later.
No, you won't. You are to leave this town and never return.
All right. You know what? When you want us to come get Cliff, you just send me a little message and I'll come back and get him.
He doesn't say anything.
All right, let's get out of here.
Right.
Right. Walk outside. Like, hold on a minute. Don't we need Cliff? Like with a golden-haired lady.
Listen.
He was part of the golden-haired lady stuff. We really do
Well-
need him, I think. We need all of
Okay.
us.
Hold on. I have. Let me pull it up. This is what we're gonna do, or what I want to try to do. The other guy, the barkeep, he's going to get him out, so we don't have to spend any coin there. But I have this.
I want him to do a wisdom saving throw.
No, not that. Wait, what? I don't even have that on me. No. What is going on? It's so angry at me. Okay, there we go. I have an animal messenger. We can message Cliff saying to run away from the barkeep as soon as he can and meet us outside of town. And then we'll be on our merry way. And we'll just let the barkeep pay all the coin for this. Yeah? Yeah?
Whatever.
Or do you want to charm him?
I know I didn't mean to click it again.
Okay. Does this work? Are we on the same page? Are we okay?
I don't know if I
with it?
trust your judgment after what happened last night.
Listen, you're the one that left us alone. You left your friends in a fiery church.
Plum, you're supposed to be the smart one here.
Who ever said that?
You're the one that's always been trying to keep us on the straight and narrow.
Listen.
I'm a fucking mess. I've got a fucking warlock brain in me that's trying to kill everybody.
And I'm usually traveling by myself. This whole friend thing is really weird. I haven't had a friend since I was a little girl.
And you couldn't even protect yourself?
Exactly. And you left me behind. Crazy. Anyways, we're doing this animal messenger. Let me find an animal.
I pull out my pet mouse.
You have a pet mouse?
I have a pet mouse.
That you
He has
you've
a pet
had in your
mouse.
pocket this whole entire time?
That he's had in the pocket this entire time.
Is it still alive?
It's not still alive.
Okay.
A real gamer.
It might never have been alive, to be honest.
Oh god. Should I roll an investigative check to find an animal? Survival? Nature?
I put it in her face, the pet mouse.
Flint, that's dead.
Fuck you, it's dead. He's just sleeping. You just need to wake him up.
Okay, you go try that. I'm gonna go try to find another mouse or something.
Fucking wrong with this mouse?
If only one of you could turn into a mouse or a rat or something like that.
I don't want to split the party up anymore, sir. I just want to use a fucking third party to deliver this goddamn fucking message.
So roll me a survival check then to look for animal or something. What's the constraints of this animal for the animal messenger?
It has to be a small one.
Okay.
A tiny
beast.
squirrel, blue jay, bat, etc.
Actually, I'm not. I think you'd probably be able to see like a bird in a tree somewhere. I don't think you need to roll survival for that. Yeah, so you can probably find some form of raven or something that's just in a tree, and you can use the animal to deliver a message. So this... so how are you going to get the bird into his jail cell?
Well, yeah. So... describe the jail cell. Is there like a window out to the world? Is there?
So there's no window. It is a... So you wouldn't know this, Plum, but because you didn't see where the jails and stuff were, but the door is kind of like a cast iron door with like bars on the front. There's no window. It's about twice the size of... It's about the similar size as the jail cells that you had in the jail that you were in before. That sort of thing. So it's similar sort of setup. You've got like a bunk bed, but it's only a one-person cell. You've also got like solid walls, kind of like around it kind of thing. So it would be quite tough
Okay,
to
my
get
bird's not going to make it in there.
bird in. I mean, yeah, maybe it's doable, but
If it had, like, the problem is that you have to, like, you can't just say find this person. You have to describe the person. So
Correct.
the bird trying to find Cliff throughout the walls and other dwarves inside is going to be really hard.
It's
so
a
it won't
full
work. If there was like a
dwarf.
window, I could say go through that window, find the dwarf that's inside, etc. But
Yeah.
I can't do that. So nix this plan. Next one. Well,
It was a good idea, but yeah, I don't. It's quite tough.
Yeah, that
We
would
could just go back through the door and pay them their 200.
How much gold do you
200?
have?
An amount? Like, I mean, I can cover some of it. How much have you guys got?
I can cover
17.
100 of it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. How much have you got?
I only got 7 gold.
Really? Where's the rest of your gold?
I spent it.
Oh
So
my
buying
goodness.
drinks throughout the whole entire realm.
Oh my goodness. Really? Fine. Well,
Hold on. You two
Oh,
stay out here. I'll be right back.
107. So what's that? That's
I walk away and I
93.
go inside again. Chief
You're going back
Inspector.
inside?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm leaving you guys behind while you guys haggle and talk to each other. Chief Inspector.
I'm not the chief inspector. I'm just a receptionist.
What was the Chief Inspector? Who do I pay bail to? Who's
You
the one
want?
that gets
I mean, you
released
can pay bail
quickly?
to me. 200
Do I
gold.
really need to pay bail? Are you the one that's going to get Cliff and bring him back?
No, but we can process it. There's a whole process. So this is called, a democracy, bureaucratic process that we have to go through. There's forms to fill in.
No, I just want him released.
Oh well, it'll take a minute.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to talk nice. You look like a smart person. How about we just skip all the paperwork? You just go and let them know that Cliff is good to be released, and then we're all good.
What's the DC save on that?
14.
14. Let me just read this real quick. Yeah, okay. So he's good to be released. You've paid bail. Okay.
Awesome. Go let them know and bring them out, and we'll have a great day. Maybe we'll meet at the pub and have a drink.
Yeah, I'd like that. I'll meet you at the Fisherman's Friend tonight.
Hopefully they'll have some more whiskey.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's still a little bit of a process. It's going to take about an hour to get him fully released. I can't just release him, but I'll be with you in a sec. And be as quick as we can.
I'm sure you can make this a little quicker.
I'll do my best.
Grease those wheels a little bit, eh?
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
Good-looking fellow like you, huh?
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I've been having a little bit of image problems myself, so made my day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, I'll try and get it processed as quick as possible. You've paid bail. It's all good. We'll get him out. We'll get him all sorted for you. Have a good day. I'll be back in a sec. And he kind of goes off behind the desk and shuts the door behind him and disappears.
I just stand there because I got to concentrate on this shit.
Does he have to stay within range? I don't think you do have to concentrate on it. I think it just lasts for an hour. It's not concentration spell.
It doesn't say concentration.
Yeah, I think you just do the spell and he's charmed and he is charmed.
Yeah. I come back out to the other two bickering fools. All right, Cliffy will be out in an hour.
Oh, good. Good. Because we're 3 gold short.
Excellent.
So,
All right, nice one. Okay,
about half an hour passes, and in the meantime, the barkeep comes up, and he's like, "Didn't I tell you lot to leave this town?
Hey,
Then
Run away.
leave Shabby up. You need to as well. All of you, all 3 of you, leave, go. I'm going to be getting that
Yeah,
chief
run away.
inspector right now, and if you ain't gone, by the time I come back out, he'll have you in irons." And he
run
walks
away.
into
We're
a
just picking up our
jailhouse.
friend.
Sorry, say that again?
We're on our way. We're just picking up our friend.
Kath, what did you say?
don't worry. The bail's already been posted.
What do you mean the bail has been posted?
The bail's been posted. Cliffy's already out.
Roll me a deception check.
No, I ain't doing it.
And that is with disadvantage.
Oh, I know it is.
Ooh!
13.
13.
What do you mean it's just been posted? Have you 3 bailed him out? He's already free? Where is he? What you done with Cliff?
He's just getting his things.
Like, well, not if I can do anything about it. And he
Listen,
runs
Cliff is a
inside the
big boy.
jailhouse. Sorry, say that?
Cliffy's a big boy. Why don't we let him make the choice?
He doesn't listen. He carries on. So runs inside the jailhouse. You might hear him kind of yelling. Actually, he's quite loud. He's quite a loud person. He's like banging on the tables and things like this. And then the chief inspector walks out with him next to you. With him next to him.
Hey, Chief Inspector.
You're not fooling me. I know what you did to my colleague.
What are you talking about?
You. And he points at you, Flint. I know what you did.
What?
You charmed my inspector. My subordinate. My deputy.
Did I?
Did you?
Well, that. Did I?
Roll deception.
What? I never gave an answer.
I'll let you off.
You're avoiding the
Power
answer.
gaming it. I'll let you off.
All right, fine.
Well, something's got into him. Something's changed him because he was trying to release without
Why,
the
'cause-
bail being posted. But it's very
No, he
lucky
said
here because this
He said the
barkeep
bail was posted.
has posted the bail. So Cliff is on his way out. Now, I want you 3 to leave before he comes out. Just go.
No.
Go about your business. Leave Shabby, and then we're all good. We're all square. If you start hanging around here, I'm going to have you for gatekeeping. I'm going to have you for all sorts of stuff that you don't want to know about. I can pin all sorts of shit on you lot. You are nobodies in this town. Do you hear? So leave. It's your final warning.
Once we got Cliffy, we'll talk and
Nope.
leave.
Leave now.
Boy, Cliffy is part of our group, and it is his choice whether he comes with us or he stays.
He turns to the barkeep. It is Cliff's choice. It ain't yours. You ain't his custodian. And he is a grown adult.
Yay.
The barkeep's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I could be one of his dads. Yeah, well, I think I
Sounds to
could
me-
be too. I think you'll find it don't matter. What do you mean you could be too? Nothing. Doesn't matter. The decision is Cliff's. It ain't any of these. It ain't yours. It's Cliff's. And he kind of goes back inside the jailhouse. Cliff, he appears in your jail cell and says, "Good news. Your bail has been posted."
Nice.
Now, it was posted by... Fuck, I've forgotten his name. What was his name? What was the barkeep's name?
Tildrat.
That was
Tildrat.
it? Yeah, I knew it was something stupid. No wonder I forgot.
I got my notes. My notes. My notes.
And the tavern's called Fisherman's Pact, not Fisherman's Friend. I'm fucking bad at keeping notes.
Yeah, but it works better with my lozenges.
It does. I like Fisherman's Friend better. Right, Thuldrat has posted your bail. Now, your friends tried to post bail by tricking one of the guards and getting you released, but they didn't want to pay the full 200 gold. Thuldrat has. Now, here's the problem. Thuldrat, he wants you to go and work in the bar with him. You can't do that. You've got to leave. That's part of the conditions of your bail. You have to leave. Your friends are standing outside the jailhouse waiting for you. I've told them they need to leave the city.
I'm gonna leave with them. And I will march triumphantly together with them.
That's your choice.
My mom is still
I'm
alive.
urging you right now. Those three, they're a bad crowd. You need to just go your own way.
I know. I will find my own way.
So you don't want to go leave with your friends, or you do? I'm getting a little bit confused by what you're putting down here.
I'm gonna leave with my friends, and I'm gonna show them
Fair enough.
who's boss.
It's your choice at the end of the day. All right,
Yeah.
come with me. And he takes you up. He gives you back your pack, but missing from the pack is the manacles. And you also have lost the 5 gold pieces. And both of your hand axes.
What? No, my hand axes.
And the tinderbox that you had as well. That's gone.
Okay.
But you do get to keep your javelin and your warhammer.
Yay!
They haven't confiscated that.
Yay!
Oh, they probably took away the horseshoes as well.
No! Horseshoes. Bad luck.
So, yeah, I mean, like, they probably took away, like, you definitely don't have the manacles. You probably don't have the horseshoe.
I still have my one small hammer. Haha!
Yes, you have that small workman's hammer. Okay. So, yeah, there's a few things that have been confiscated, but they give you your items back. They kind of just explain what has gone missing and why it's gone missing and why it's evidence in crime and this, that, and the other. So you can't get it back. It's lost.
Okay.
I
leave.
And then, yeah, they shove you out the door. As you are outside of the door, the barkeep is kind of like standing like this. Cliff, you're coming with me.
No, I need to leave town. They said I had to leave town, so I'm gonna leave town.
Well, I'm leaving town with you.
No, I'm gonna leave town with my friends here.
What do you mean? I just posted your bail. You're coming with me. You belong to me now.
I don't care. You don't own me just because you pay my bill.
Oh. Do you know what? Your mother is spinning in her grave, and he just walks off.
She is still alive!
Also, his voice has changed so many times. I've done so many different accents with him.
It's like French.
I think it's worse than Flint. Okay, so which way are you leaving? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch you over to a map here. So this is the Shire of Shabby. So you can see in the map, you've got... I think I gave you this as a map animal last time, so I think you've got this, but... Yeah, everyone else doesn't. So you've got Shabby here. The center of Shabby is called... what was it called?
We have Plug,
Spinner?
we have Jig, we have Quarter, we have Bobber, and we have Spinner.
Yeah, so Spinner is right in the center. That's where you were. The jailhouse is in Bobber. That's kind of like the residential district, that sort of area. So that's to the west. So you're currently in the west of Shabby. Yeah, kind of where Casper's just pinged, just about there.
We directly go out of Shabby, the most direct route, up to the Hawks Hills, basically. Yeah,
we'll use your token there, Flint, to kind of show where everyone is. That's perfect. So yeah, you can kind of like head out to Hawks Hills. So the thing is, this is the similar sort of map that we've had before with the yellow lake, the golden lake, where each hexagonal takes, was it 4 hours worth of travel or 2 hours worth of travel? 2 hours worth of travel. 2 hours worth of travel on a path, 4 hours off of a path. Now, I haven't done as many trails and paths on this. There's only the main Grail Trail that kind of goes through. So the Grail Trail, if you remember, that's the main trail that goes from Mariam up to Shabby, and then from Shabby to Grail, which is an abandoned village. It was destroyed in the war X amount of years ago, like 50 years ago. So 3 hexes, it'll take you probably a full day to get to the foothills of Hawks Hills.
On the way!
Oi.
Sure. So along the way, like the kind of the terrain, you're probably going through like very, very loose woodland. It might be more meadowy than woodland kind of thing. You know how we've been walking through a lot of forests and things like that? It's a lot more meadowy, so there's a lot more open, wide gaps. So you can see for longer periods. And as you kind of get towards the hills themselves, the terrain starts undulating, so it's going up and down. So there's not as many trees as you kind of get up there. I'm not going to make you roll for the travel over to that, because perception is, you can see for quite far. There's not really much going on. There might be like the odd little settlement here that you'll see, or a campsite over there, but there's nothing. Like whenever you do see like these campsites, you stay far enough away so that you're not disturbed.
He doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know.
What
he doesn't even know?
You froze for a while on Discord.
Oh, did I?
We have no idea what you said.
Oh no, I didn't know. On the stream, everyone is just like frozen. Oh no, I didn't. Scotty doesn't know. Okay, so where did I get off to? Because I've been telling you all of that.
So I think the last thing we really heard was that there was going to be no roll for the travel because the perception is really clear. And then all of a sudden you froze because you're like this.
Oh, okay. So you didn't miss too much. So along the path, there's probably like a few settlements and stuff, like some campsites that you might see in the distance, and you are able to avoid without adding on too much time. So you're able to avoid contact with people, because I presume you're not seeking interaction.
What happens if we want to burn those little villages down? Because
they're not villages, they're campsites. So it's like 3 or 4 people with like tents and things that live out.
Oh, all right.
I mean, you can go and visit the camp if you'd like.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So then we're going to bring you to the bottom of Hawks Hill here. Probably there. And basically the... I'm on the wrong page on my map. There we go. Basically, down at the bottom, like the hills start to undulate. There's a little bit more elevation, so you can feel yourself going up, and then you're coming back down, then you're going back up, kind of thing. And it's tiring work, and it starts to get a lot slower. now is probably, you've been walking all day, so I don't, you've probably stopped a few times for like meals and things like that, but you're all feeling very tired.
Oh, yeah, let's have a rest.
Yeah, let us rest. Are we on the path? We should get off the path.
So there isn't really a path. I mean, there might be like small foot trails and stuff, but it's not widely trod.
Okay, so we're just gonna set up camp wherever, I guess.
Yeah. And by the way, Cliff, you've done this trek a few times with your mom, so you'd be aware of this area and where to go anyway.
I was about to ask you like DMs.
No, yeah, you don't have to. Like, you know. Sure. So, wait, we got caught? Who got caught? Why did you get caught?
We got caught doing the thing. With
I didn't, when I came back, I didn't realize we had gotten caught with the not paying.
Oh, yeah. You got caught. Yeah. You charmed one person with a jailhouse filled to the brim of deputies. One of them realized, like,
Hey, you acted.
it's a bureaucratic, democratic process, right? So you can't just release someone from jail without having a monetary trail and forms signed and things like that. So someone else figured it out. It was a good idea, though.
It was the only idea.
It was the only idea. Well, I mean, the other idea is to pay, but 200 gold pieces is a lot.
With what?
All I'm saying is that two of your party members are holding out.
We would have been short. We were 3 gold short.
Well,
Should
you're 3 gold short. You were, yeah. You were 3 gold short. Discount, yeah.
We were 3 gold short.
From what you were saying,
I've got 90. Oh, okay, right,
Yep.
yeah, right, okay, right.
Everyone was holding out.
Yeah.
Everyone was holding out on that. You all had enough between you, but you didn't communicate it, so you could have paid it. It would have been a lot quicker.
I was not giving up 200 fucking gold for that dwarf, okay?
Nope.
I mean, I would pay 200 fucking gold.
To be fair, the other guy was coming to pay out the bail anyway.
Pay me anyways.
Yeah, the other guy was coming to pay bail for you anyway, so you didn't have to pay.
I was all for like letting him pay and then we get him out of the barkeeps, not the...
To be fair, I think that was the wisest choice. Just let someone else do it for you.
Tavern at night.
Yeah.
All right, so we're taking a long rest.
Please.
Are you doing anything for the long rest? Or are you just
well...
setting up camp and sleeping?
Well, I'm sure rotate guards.
Yeah.
Sure, explain.
I'll take
I'll go
first
first.
watch.
Oh. I'll take the last.
I'll take second.
I could go in the middle. I will go third then.
So can you all roll me your perception checks for your guard duties, please?
Boop. Yay, 7.
The fuck?
Oh wait, that's really tricky. Finally.
Jen, during your guard, you actually fall asleep, and whoever was picking you up after wakes you
I
up.
was the last.
Oh, okay. So you fall asleep at the end. Everyone else's guard duties. Whoever was first, nothing happens. Jen, Plum falls asleep midway through her thing, so you all kind of like wake up together and probably realize that no one was watching on the last watch. But it's quite a cold morning. It snowed overnight. It snowed quite heavy. It's off-seasonal snow as well, so I think we're about autumn time now, time of year, because we started in the summer and it's been dropping. So we're in the autumn in the world, but it snowed quite a lot, and there's a very cold chill that set in through the night. But you're all able to wake up, and nothing has happened through your long rest, so you can all complete a long rest. Kath, I would like you to roll me a d20, please.
That was a sneeze, and I muted in time.
You know what that means, Kath, right?
Uh-huh.
Good. Okay, so, you can kind of carry on.
So, I asked Catherine, so like, you know what? I want to have a swig from your jug. Can I have some drink from it?
All right, yeah, go ahead.
So I take a big drink from it, basically. A big... What do we call it? A big swallow, let's say. That's what best my brain can do at the moment. And I hand the jug back to Catrice.
Does anything happen? Is he
Apparently
okay?
not.
It's fucking vile. Absolute vile. It is
Yeah.
the worst ale you have ever tasted. It is stale, it has gone off, and it gives you a little bit of a kick. But not much.
Whatever floats your boat. And I hand it back, basically.
I'm not taking a drink. Fuck.
He's learning. He's learning. You can't just go through my campaign drunk all the time.
I kind of have to when it's my fucking character.
Well,
Right. Now, Cliff, you've been here before. Where do we need to go?
Well, me and my mum often went here, but we went to different places, so I don't exactly know where she might be, if she is here.
so, Cliff, you probably remember out of all the times, there was a waterfall area with like a huge plateau, and you seem to remember a bridge that kind of led over like this towering cliff face with like a beautiful waterfall, a shallow pool down at the bottom that kind of went on down and continued down kind of like this lake towards probably the flowing expanse way. And your mother used to spend a lot of time here. You just used to sit on the edge of the rocks with your feet kind of dangling over. You would watch the water come down. It was a very peaceful place. And that was kind of yours and your mother's favorite place to be. But that was a little bit deeper into the hills. So that was going up one of the mountains.
Okay, so we go there, basically.
Sure.
I just tell them, like, I know this bridge across the waterfall we have to go to. It's a pretty good waterfall.
Right. Okay. So, you start off on a path that leads you, going up a mountain kind of thing. The terrain is difficult. It's a tough time. It's a tough, way to go. The snow has settled in, and the higher you're going, the more snow there is. And I'm going to just pull you across to here. So, let me explain what you see at the moment, because this is not the bridge and this is not the waterfall. This is the river that leads up to the place where you like to go.
There's already 2 dead guys. Nice.
Supposedly. So you're down at the southern part of this area, and like you have to cross over this bridge to get up, and it kind of like is a snaking path that goes up the mountain. And you see little creatures hovering around the bridge. They're very small. They're like kind of flying around and holding hands in a circle and falling down and getting back up and like doing all sorts of weird stuff. And you can hear them kind of
Did you change my character sheet?
Me?
Yeah.
Did I? No.
Well, I don't have the right health points. I had 31, and now I'm at 23.
Oh. No, I didn't change that. Did you change the wrong? Oh, yeah, I know which one you did. You did the you did the Warlock's character sheet, so that one's updated, but your Bard is not, if that makes sense. So you can change that.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you three are there. What do you want to do? You've got these small creatures flying in a circle. There's 4.
Yeah. But,
okay. You said that's 3, so I'm like, well, wait, who did
It's
we lose?
because I think it's when I said that Flint disappeared and I saw 3.
What are they doing? I'll approach a little bit closer, cautiously. So you say small creatures.
Roll me. I mean, are you trying to be hidden or seen or?
No, I'll just walk up.
Okay, yeah. So they kind of like stop and they look over and they start giggling. Oh, maybe he'll get the next one. We could watch it again. We could watch it again. Oh yeah. Shh. And they go quiet and they land down on the ground and they say, "Oh, big thing, come here." They are tiny. They're like that. You know, they're like a couple of centimeters tall, kind of thing.
Do I recognize them?
Yeah, I mean, you would know that they're pixies or sprites, that sort of thing, right? Like, they're.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to know exactly what they are, you'd have to roll for it, but you'd know that they're.
Okay.
You know a little bit about the world. I mean, everyone's heard of like a pixie. They're, mischievous little creatures.
You little bitches.
What are you doing here then?
Oh, we're
Sounds
watching.
like
We're
I'm trying to
entertaining.
call for
Don't tell him. We are just playing.
Oh, okay. I like a good game. What are you playing?
The biggest sprite kind of steps forward and then jumps back into the air and starts flying and like right in front of your face, kind of thing. It's like, we are playing who can cross the bridge the fastest. Your turn.
Oh wow!
Oh, we wanna play.
Jesus.
Can I play? And I look at Plum.
He's not as big. Yeah, you can play. You can all play.
Can I play?
No.
You're all big things. He's the biggest, though. And they're, like, pointing at you, Drake. They're all kind of, like, chattering to each other. Can't wait.
Careful,
Why
mate.
can't I play, Plum? Come on, let me play.
Who was the quickest? Who have I got to beat?
It's
How
not
quick were
our
you?
turn yet. It's not our turn.
I'll wander back. So hold on. Let me just have a little chat.
Boring.
I think they're up to something.
Yeah.
Boy, they are.
I know this bridge. It should be pretty safe, I think. I've been across it many times.
Is the water frozen or is it still flowing?
It's still flowing. It looks frozen in that, but it's still flowing.
Okay.
It looks flowing to me. There's some ice blocks in it. Or ice birds.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. It's not a map that I've created. That's why it's not as like controlled as what I want it to be.
I could tell. There's a Patreon link on the bottom right.
Yeah, there is a Patreon link in the bottom down there. Yes, correct.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no magic.
On the bridge or anything?
Nope.
I mean, if they're trying to get somebody the fastest to the other side, don't you have Misty Step? Can't you
I do.
I
Could be.
quickly just step on over there and see if you can win the game?
You could do, but that means burning a spell slot.
Oh, never mind. Are you gonna bitch slap them?
I cast Mage Hand and have it just go across the bridge.
That's cheating! We want you to go! You to go! I won't go for the hand.
What won't go for
Your turn, your turn!
I don't understand what you want. Can you demonstrate for me?
Oh, we're too small.
Too small for what?
So I start to slowly walk across the bridge.
Yeah, I'm not persuading him to do anything.
No.
I start to slowly walk across the bridge.
Move your character
Ready in
then.
an attack. Ready in an attack with my hammer.
Sure, move your
I'll
character.
walk up to the
Yeah.
edge of the bridge.
Follow me, y'all. Follow me.
They're doing it. They're gonna go. They're gonna go. Okay, shh. Let's go over there.
Slowly.
And they kind of like scurry off into like a little corner, and they're just like waiting eagerly like this, like.
Follow me slowly. And I slowly step across the bridge.
Hold on. You're not. No. Not gonna happen, little dwarf.
We need to cross the bridge to get further.
Oi.
I think it's a trap.
It's definitely
There's
a trap
something in the
dwarf.
water. Maybe.
And I'll walk
So
back.
Cliff, you like as you get kind of like halfway to the bridge, you can see on the other side there's a couple of animals over here. They're lying down on the ground, and there's feathers all around them, that sort of thing. You might see like a hoof kind of sticking up, but you can't quite see what these animals are. The snow's kind of covering over most of the body now, as the snow's still kind of like falling. But the snow
I walk
around
back.
them is covered in red.
And I'm like, Drip, you know
No, he
something
came
with fire.
back! He came back! Boring!
Drake, you know something with fire. Can we start a fire somewhere, and can you redirect that fire? Or and blast it at whatever is across the bridge, so that area is on fire, so that we can see better what's going on.
And if you
Tempted
like.
just to-
So are these torches on the bridge? Or are they no torches on the
They're
bridge?
just artistic license. There's no torches on the bridge.
Okay.
It's the
Well,
middle of
I
the day
mean-
kind of thing, so.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah, the map kind of looks like it's nighttime, doesn't it, actually? Well, now I'm looking at
It's really tempting just to throw an ice knife at these
I'll,
fucking pixies.
I'll do a druid craft, and I'll make it snow, and see if the snow settles down on anything that's like invisible or something. You know, if there's any.
It's
Which is
already
a snow,
snowing, I think.
Yeah,
Okay,
Actually,
I'll-
no, it's not. Yeah, okay, now it starts snowing again. Oh, it's snowing again! We don't like the snow. It just settles on the bridge, and it's kind of just, yeah. There's nothing invisible
Not the
there.
snow, Drake. I mean, over there, there's some dead animal bodies. I want to know what's over there. Can you blast some flame at that or whatever? You're a magic dude. You can blast some flames there, can't you?
That's what I was doing with the snow. I was seeing if there was anything in the snow.
No, that's not how you do it. You need to blast a flame. Get the snow away.
Right. Okay. The snow fades out and disappears. Well, I need a fire source first.
Let me see what I
I-
have in my bag. If I have like some paper or something. I don't think I have any paper.
I cannot start a fire. My matchboxes were taken away from me by those dang flipping.
Oh, I have a pet
Guards.
mouse too.
I light a candle.
You
Okay.
light a candle. There you go.
I'll take the candle and I'll turn it into a rocket engine. Like have the flames squirt out, like using control flames.
This is very, very bendy of how that spell works.
And just halfway across the bridge, standing there,
He's a
flames
firebender.
throwing.
I mean, you can control the frames, but it's not going to give you propulsion, so Oh, you mean
Okay.
like it's just gonna spread that flame?
Yeah, flamethrower.
Yeah, you could. It
Alright,
only goes
well,
5
well-
feet in front of you.
All right. Well, I'll pick up the candle. I'll throw it as far as I can, and within 60 feet, expand the flames out.
It's quite a long bridge. Yeah,
stand
it
halfway.
probably lands on the other side of the bridge. To be fair.
Okay.
If you stand halfway, you can throw it further.
We don't want to step on the bridge.
I mean, I stepped on the bridge halfway and I went back. The bridge itself seems safe. It's across the bridge where the danger
Yeah.
is.
The candle kind of lands here, and the flames just expand a little bit, and then peter out and melts a little bit of the snow and creates a little bit of a puddle.
Okay. Is that what you wanted, dwarf?
No. I wanted like a big fireball and like because there's corpses of animals there, and I want to know what's there. Why are those corpses there? What is haunting that? What is taking that? The pixies seem excited about something death related or whatever.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go across the bridge. We'll see what happens.
Alright, I'm gonna give you 5 torches. Do you have your own tinderbox?
I've got
All right,
stuff to
I give
start
you
fire,
5 torches
actually.
because apparently I had 10 in my pocket.
And I follow Drake as well. I follow right behind
And I
him
also-
with the hammer.
I think the torches are part of like your explorer's pack, right?
Yeah, and apparently I had a pet mouse too that I did not know of.
I don't know where your pet mouse mice keep coming from.
You want a pet spirit? If we capture one.
Just all got dead mice.
Mice in our pockets. I don't understand.
I got the
I'm gonna
dead
throw the
mouse
dead
in
mouse
my
out of my pocket.
Yeah, delete the mouse.
I'm deleting the mouse.
I mean, I got my mouse right here.
Cliff keeps his fucking mouse.
I don't know why you guys keep saying my mouse is dead.
Okay, Drake, move your character to where you want to go.
Yeah. Okay. What I'll do is I've got my own torches. You're fine. So I'll
Okay.
get one of the torches out. I'll light it. Get it going. So I got a source of fire.
And then I
And then I'll
follow Flick. I follow Drake across the bridge with my hammer ready. just in
And
case.
as I'm going, I'll sort of just sort of tap the bridge, like foot out in front. Just give it a bit of a tap. See if
It looks so stupid.
or just
Watch them go.
I think I can hear that.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Coming back. All right. Does anything look out of place?
Nope. Well,
Do I notice
apart from
anything?
the animal
Right.
corpses over there, you can as you get further on.
Okay. All right. Just cautiously taking a couple of foot. Like it's obviously inspecting the bridge as I go, seeing if I can see anything out ahead.
Nope. Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
At advantage, because we're all.
At advantage if you want to roll at advantage.
Yeah. All cautiously watching, and I'm readying my hammer.
We're all
Before we
fucking
get there.
suspicious that shit's going on, so we're all hyper aware.
Oh, something's
Absolutely.
going on.
I
Absolutely
cast
are.
this, and just so I'm ready.
Drake, you see nothing of any danger in front of you whatsoever. Apart, like
Okay.
those 2 corpses, they've probably been there a day or so. Whatever killed them has long gone. There's no foot tracks around them in the snow.
Okay. I'll keep etching forwards. And I'll be ready. I'll be sort of expecting something to jump out, so I'll be ready to cast Cone of Fire. I think it is.
The further you get down the bridge, the more you're getting more convinced that actually there's nothing of danger here. Like, it's just a perfectly
Okay.
normal bridge.
Okay.
You fell for it! Fell for it! Looked like idiots crossing the bridge.
And they kind of like go back into their circle and they're dancing around again.
Okay. I go back and torch them?
Do it.
This overwhelming compulsion. Just
You can do.
Do it. Do it, Anakin.
No. It's just a right way. Let's carry on.
all right. I'll get to where the candle is. I'll pick the candle up, give it a brush the snow off, and pass it back to the halfling.
So when you do get over to these bodies, you notice that they are 2 corpses of hippogriffs. So the hippogriff is kind of part bird, part horse. And yeah, they've been eaten into or kind of devoured, in like half devoured, kind of part of the carcass has been left behind, kind of thing. There's obviously something that eats hippogriffs that has been hunting in this area, but there's no sign of them on the ground at the moment. There's no sign of anything.
Hippogriffs are pretty tough, aren't they?
Yeah, they're relatively big. They're not like super tough. Let me get up the character sheet and I can. They're kind of omnivores, right? So they eat both meat, and vegetable, kind of thing. What is the size?
There's something taking these down. Do we need to be probably a little bit concerned about it? Well, I'll voice that concern to the party, sort of like whatever's
nature
taking these
check,
down.
survival check. Drake, you can roll me a nature check with advantage if you want to kind of like figure out. Okay, so you know the sort of things that go after hippogriffs. It can be dragons, it can be wyverns, that sort of thing, days of old, but most commonly griffins. So you know that griffins will probably hunt in this area. Griffins are predatory creatures that won't attack unless provoked. They can be a little bit territorial, and they usually hunt in packs, and they usually go after horses of travelers that are traveling, that sort of thing, but they tend not to attack people. They attack the animals, and that seems to be the case with this instance, is that it's probably a griffin. In terms
we
of
should protect the animal is what you're saying. We should protect Cliff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because he's an animal.
But no, the primary source of food, griffins are like horses mainly, but they do go after hippogriffs as well.
Okay. I'll relay my internal musings to the rest of the party about what I think might have done this and why.
And I say, man, these could have made some pretty nice hamburgers, but here they are, rotting away. Let's carry on, shall we?
Yes, let's find your mom.
Yes.
Sure. So you kind of continue on up this path, and it's going up and up and up the mountains, and it's getting higher and higher. And then it brings you to a new kind of like cliff face, where on one side there is like the mountain is like really far up, and then on the other side there's just like a big drop down, kind of thing. You see ahead of you, Cliff, you recognize this place. As you kind of go around the corner, you can hear the waterfall falling, and the day has passed. You're now kind of about past midday kind of thing as you get to the top of the kind of area, and you can see the bridge that you used to hang across over in the distance. The waterfall, and the bridge is broken.
On the point of the bridge, I'm like, that bridge doesn't look alright. I don't remember it looking like that. Did they change it? Can't really tell what's going on with that bridge. A bit far away. And I start walking up to it, basically.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I mean, this little area, this plateau is kind of like where you would used to hang. You might have used to jump into the river down at the bottom there. There's kind of like a little bit of a lake down in this kind of area. At the moment, it's very misty, so you can't really see the bottom. But you used to be very comfortable around this kind of area. And you also remember probably one time across the other way, you and your mum eating a picnic out here, and then your mum kind of leaving you for a couple of hours at a time, and she would come back, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So yeah, I just move on. I'm like, hey, that bridge looks broken to me.
I know that looks like a stepping stone, but it isn't. It's like it's probably about 15 feet below the bridge itself, so you can jump down onto it, but there's no way to get back up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how big's the gap?
Let's see. Yeah, it's about 14 feet.
And I also point up the hill. There seems to be something up the hill there.
Yeah, in the distance you can kind of see a bird-like creature nestled round, just watching you. It's watching.
So
it's not moving, it's just watching.
If you get a length of rope, I reckon it can sort of throw it over, then loop it back, and then tie something off.
So there are these posts here, so you could probably put a rope. You could maybe lasso a rope to there. It depends where you're throwing it from, because if you're throwing it from here over to there, I mean, that's 45 feet. You could probably do that.
Yeah, okay, we'll get up to the foot of the bridge, and then just sort of, again, just check its integrity. I mean, is it pretty bad, or is it...
Roll me an investigation check, please.
Seven.
It looks fairly stable. You're fairly confident that it'd hold your weight.
Okay. Alright, well, I will tentatively...
You should kind of put your first foot on. Actually, you change your mind. It's probably not going to hold your weight, but Plum and Flint might be okay.
Alright. Having put my foot through a board, I'll take a step back. I'm not too sure about that, Bridge.
Plum, you're not sure that you're going to be... You're still a bit too heavy for that bridge to... Like, if you go on there, it could collapse. You're not... It's creaking when you put, like, kind of your pressure down onto it kind of thing. And you'd probably notice at the posts where it's holding the remains up, it's very rotten all the way through kind of thing. This bridge has been here for a very long time and it's weathered.
Is there any like rocks or trees sticking out on the left where the waterfall's coming down that maybe kind of like hook something over and like swing across it Indiana Jones style? Yeah.
I would say this is probably too high for that. There's not really anything that you could do. You'd also, I mean, you could probably, like I said, you could probably throw a lasso over to this post here and it would catch. But if it's the same state, it's probably
okay.
So 1 second here. How far away is that griffin or bird?
The griffin is kind of above you up there. It's looking down. It's just watching. It's minding its own business. It might be like putting its beak to its claw kind of thing, but it's just watching. It's not bothered.
Yeah, I have a spell though, but it's too far away for me to use that spell. Go away. Oh, fuck. Let's see here. I can't use that.
I have a javelin I could throw at it.
Don't bother the bird.
Just leave it alone.
Okay.
Because, like, They generally only attack if provoked, so if we don't provoke it, we'll probably be alright.
Sure thing.
Give it a bit of space.
Sure.
We're all fucked.
It's watching you curiously.
Is there any trees around?
Not really. I mean, there's a tree very far in the distance up ahead, but yeah, there's not really many trees. There's an assortment of rocks down here, that potentially you could anchor something to. There's also these coloured stones, which look a little bit different on the ground.
Go grab one of the colored stones and look at it.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Sure. Yep. it's a stone.
No, actually, as you pull away the rocks, one of them is stuck in place, and you notice a little symbol on the rock itself, and it's the same symbol that's on your wrist. It's the same symbol that was on that key that Cliff had. It's those circular diagrams that links you and Zamir.
Is there? So I investigate a little further, trying to pull away, clearing. Is there a hole or anything, or
There's no hole,
anything?
but there is a symbol.
I put my wrist to the symbol.
Nothing happens.
I walk over to Flint and I'm like, "What's going on here?"
Pass me that key of yours.
And I hand him the key.
I hold it up to the stone.
Nothing happens.
What are you doing?
You can see the symbols match.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, symbols. And I lick the stone. Maybe that helps.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes.
Your tongue gets stuck to the stone, and the stone is stuck to the floor, so you're now stuck to the ground. It's iced over.
I walk away.
There's you right.
Flint! There!
Nope.
We hear something.
So there's a stone over there with the same emblem as us on our wristbands and the key. What do you think
I
it
thought-
means?
Some over the other side. Do you reckon maybe it's a teleport?
I don't know. I tried
Wait.
putting my wrist to it. I tried putting the key to it. Nothing happened. And Dumas
What's the
tried
dwarf
licking
doing
it.
with it?
He tried licking it. His tongue stuck to it now, so we can talk like it with the adults.
Ah,
Can I go over to it, ignoring Cliff as much as I can, and do an Arcana check to see if there's. Fuck you! God damn!
Nothing.
I've just been-
The only thing that's magical there is Cliff's ability to not realize that he shouldn't lick stuff, and you're actually
That
quite
is
impressed with
pretty-
that. And then you
Yeah.
ignore it.
Stop!
Well,
Well,
Dwarf, the only way to fix this is to cut off your tongue. You want me to cut off your tongue?
Don't worry, I can heal the wound after.
Tell him that.
Get a little bit of water.
I didn't say it's going to feel better.
Hot
It
water.
won't bleed as much.
I presume that's hot water that you're doing on there.
Well, yeah, water
Or
from the
warm,
flask that's
yeah.
been kept next to my body, so it's
So
not.
slowly he gets free and he can move again.
We had a chance to fucking mute the dwarf, and you guys didn't take it.
I was more than happy to help you. Drake is the one that freed him.
I mean, we could have cured this licking thing real quick.
I 100%
Drake.
agree.
I kind of hoping that the dwarf might have learnt their lesson at this point.
Really?
No.
I'm a hopeful character.
Can you reach the other one with your rope?
Stones? No, I think the stones are
that
too
was
far.
cold.
I reckon might be able to get something around on the bridge. I mean, I could just Misty Step over there.
Yes, you could.
So
I tell you what, here, take this rope. I'm going to Misty Step over the other side, and then you throw the rope over, and I'll tie it on.
Oi.
Like, you're keeping hold of an net. Well, actually, no, you're not the dwarf.
Yeah, I
you're
was
fine.
good. Can we just keep hold of one end and you can just Misty Step with the rope? Is that?
I don't know if that'll work.
Don't think that's how the rope works. I think the rope would snap in half as you.
Or it would just disappear with him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if one of you was holding the other side, like halfway through, it would, like half of the rope would disappear with him, and then the other half would stay with you. It would just separate. You'd have two
it's a
halves of the rope.
teleportation.
yeah, but then one half of the rope teleports to there, the other part stays behind.
I
Yeah.
pick up
So
the
it's
rope
cuts.
and I tie a good sized stone into the rope to make it have some counterweight.
There's probably anchoring points on the rocks at the back here,
Yeah.
but obviously the rope isn't going to be. How
then I
long is
start
your
Toss
rope?
it.
They're typically 30 feet, aren't they? I
Yeah,
think.
so it's not quite long
It's
enough.
good tossing weight.
Which is the same distance as my Misty Step. So I'm gonna go onto the bridge, and then I'll Misty Step from basically like as safe as I can get there, kind of onto the other side of it.
So when you kind of like do that and you appear there, the griffin just goes "Ha!" and like kind of stands up and is now looking at you a little bit more curious. And you can hear him cawing.
I grab my javelin.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is cool. That's a new thing.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
And I put my hand on the blue stone. I'm like, Al Gato, or whatever your bloody name is, teleport us to the other side. And nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
So who has the rope?
Plum.
Plum, pass me the rope.
I pass you the rope.
I
don't have the rope.
I tie the rope. I tie the a stone into the rope, and I start swinging it around like a sling, and I toss it towards Drake.
Okay, I'll,
Throw me. Would it be acrobatics? Maybe athletics. Athletics. That's the one. Yeah. Throw me the athletics check.
That's not horrible.
Wow, you've got. Is that your strength? You get +2 strength. Oh no, you've got proficiency. Aha.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, it makes it. Drake's able to probably grab it before it falls down, and then now you've got a rope that is more or less the length of the gap of the bridge, kind of thing.
Okay. We'll tie it off into the sturdiest looking bit of the bridge that I can find.
Yeah, so that's probably this anchor point here. As you tie it off, the anchor point you can see is pulling, and it's bending, and it doesn't look secure.
Okay. I'll just sort of say, hold on a second, guys. So let me just have a look at these blue rocks over this side. And then we'll maybe come back to this in a second. It doesn't look very secure. And then with that, I'll disappear and go and have a look at the blue rocks this side.
So as you get closer, the griffin starts kind of getting to the edge of its perch, and it's just like kind of looking at you very curiously with its wings ready to kind of sprout. On the rocks, can you roll me an investigate? Sorry, what was that animal?
I walk over here and I ready my javelin.
Sure. Okay. Roll me an investigation check for the rocks.
13.
Yeah, so you can find another similar marking on the rock itself. And again, like these rocks are kind of stuck down to the ground. There's nothing really else on these rocks, but you've got the same markings.
Okay, I'll give it a tap. See if that does anything.
Nothing happens.
Tap tap.
As you tap, the griffin Tap taps on the rock. It's imitating you.
Okay.
I walk over to the
I'll
other
back
blue
up
rock,
then.
and I tap on that one.
Back up towards the bridge.
Sure.
Back away. See if it.
As you back
see if it
away,
copies.
it creeps forward a little bit. It's now right on the ledge of it, like right on the edge of its ledge kind of thing. It's right looking over. It's very
Can
curious.
I step here on the bridge? Is this safe? Can you roll for this?
You, with your initial investigation, you probably don't think that you can make it that far without the bridge collapsing. Probably where Flint is about the furthest you can probably safely go on the bridge.
Like this. Why am I stuck the other side of the river with a griffin?
I shout over to Dreyek. Dreyek, can you teleport us to the other side when you hold us in a hug?
No.
Have you ever tried it?
Are you looking to be the guinea pig?
Yeah, sure.
Can I? How far is this? How far? I don't think it's gonna hold my weight though. If it can barely hold me, I was gonna say that I'll transform into an animal and maybe Flint can get on my back. But
Okay.
You
Well,
do have smaller animals.
that doesn't
I
help
will
my
hold-
friends.
No.
If I hold and secure the rope, hopefully between me and the point it's secured to, we can get Plum across. If we get Plum across, we can get Flint across. Then if we get Flint across and all three of us secure it, hopefully we can get Cliff across. So I'll suggest that as being a plan.
Well, I'm a cat. I can like transform into a cat and then just probably leap across. I would think. How far is that? I think.
About 30.
Oh.
Oh no, it's like
So
14,
the
sorry.
gap here is probably about 10 feet. I would say the safety net's probably about 15 feet. So, I mean, can a cat jump 10 feet?
That's 5 meters.
Yeah.
10 feet would be 3 meters. Well, 3 meters is doable for a cat. I've seen that happen. Though, it is quite a stretch.
It would be, I mean, it would be risky. You can try it, but it's
The water is
entirely up to you.
swimmable.
I mean, why don't you try to get the other two across first, and then I'll just rely on my cat if as a backup.
Okay. I'll look at the other halfling. Do you want to give it a go?
I walk over and I'm like,
I
we could also do the teleport thing. We could do the teleport, the hug thing. Maybe that works. The rope teleported
I
with
ignore the
you.
dwarf and I try
Oh,
to
it
crawl
didn't.
across on the rope.
You try and crawl. Wait, sorry, what's happening? I heard two things. I was focused on two things.
I was ignoring the dwarf and I want to try to go across on the rope.
Okay.
Secure it and brace it along with the stump it's tied to.
Sure. So, roll me.
And Flint is dead.
Acrobatics for Flint?
Acrobatics
Okay.
check, Flint. Yeah, acrobatics. I think that's
And
a
then
good
a
one.
strength for Dreyek.
No, just the acrobatics. Okay, so Flint, you're able to make it across. Now, so you can make it across onto this side into safety, but I would like Drake to make a strength check now. Or athletics, rather. Yeah. So this is the point, like, as Flint comes across, as the weight gets further and further closer to that breaking point, that the bit where the rope is kind of tied around that you're bracing it against snaps and shears completely, and you only just in time manage to grab Flint and pull him across, but in doing so, you let go of the rope, right? Now, Plum still got the other side of it, but yeah, that was risky. You just make it, basically, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, it's just two of us over here for it to pack on.
At that point, the griffin now flies down and lands here.
I wave
one
at the
second.
griffin.
It mimics you
Uh,
and waves back.
I pull out some of the sausage I had from the inn, and I walk towards the griffin with my arms outstretched.
Let's fly across.
Roll me a performance check.
Performance? Okay.
Performance, yeah. It comes down and it takes the sausage, eats it.
I tried patting it on its head and giving it a bit of a
It
pet.
lets you.
Do you understand me, little bird? Little griffin.
We got a pat.
It's like purring or whatever birds do. I don't know what birds would do if you patted it.
It coos a little bit.
It coos. That's it. Thank you. It coos.
and I
Are you able to go get my friends and bring them over? One at a time is fine. Do you want another sausage? I'll give you another sausage if you do it.
It
Yeah?
jumps back onto its perch and flies over. Looks at the dwarf, goes over to Plum and bends its hind legs.
okay, I'm going to approach it slowly and
It does snap its beak
Can I-
a little bit, but it's not moving.
okay, can I hop on its back?
It lets you, yes. And it takes off with you in tow and brings you over onto the other side.
I
And
toss it
lands.
another sausage.
You are now attached to the griffin.
There you go. Sorry.
It grabs the sausage mid-air and flies off.
Aye. Well, Cliffy, I guess you're on your own, buddy.
Hey, you wankers!
In
Get
the
me!
distance, you just hear as it's flying off.
All right. Anybody got an axe? Maybe we could just fell this tree and put it across.
The person that has the axe is the cliff.
I have no axe at the moment. It has been confiscated.
But you have a warhammer at least.
Warhammer's no axe. I have you. No.
Oh my god.
Do you want to explore this area, or is that what you're
I'm
trying
going
Yeah.
to a little bit.
to... Sure. Roll me investigation checks and tell me where you're looking.
I'm looking around the tree.
Sure. Investigation check. It's a tree.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a look, like, where the waterfall meets the thing to see if there's, like, a path that cuts underneath it.
That would be hilarious.
Roll me an investigation check. So there is a path there, but it is very icy. It's not safe to traverse.
Okay.
Not in this weather.
Right,
Not with the
right.
water falling down on it. It's not worth the risk.
Okay.
Could you melt the ice with your fire spells?
Well, it's also slippery from the water. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, you can melt it. Absolutely.
So.
All right, Cliffy, we'll come back for you when we find a way for your cross.
and I
How
see.
tall's the tree?
How tall's the tree? Sorry. It's a big pine tree, so it's quite... Actually, no, it's not. It's more like a fern, so... about 20, 30 feet.
Tall enough to get across the gap?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll borrow the little candle again. I'll get the little candle going, and then I'll make the fire so it cuts cuts the bottom of the tree slowly. But it
So,
burns,
as you kind of light the candle, you see on this cliff face here a little thing that also shimmers up. And it kind of like reflects the light back at you. This face.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay, I'll stop and I'll say, I'll sort of turn to the others and sort of ask them if they saw that.
I think I saw it.
Yeah, they would have seen it. Everyone would have seen that. It's quite a big thing that lit up.
And we'll go investigate Little Candle in tow.
Sure.
Like what happened on the cliffside.
So as you get closer,
Cliff.
again, like the same symbol lights up. It's a lot bigger. It's all over like the cliff face there, and there's a little hole in the cliff face for a key.
Who has the fucking key?
I do.
No, I do actually.
Oh, you do. Yeah, I gave
I
it to
have.
you.
Oi, what's that? You say? I have the key.
Looks
It's
like a
definitely
keyhole.
a keyhole. It's definitely a keyhole.
Come stick your key in it.
All right, I come in and I stick the key in.
It doesn't fit.
Nope,
So
doesn't
it's
fit.
amulet.
Plum, you got any lockpicks? You reckon you can get something in there?
So it's
Do I
amulet.
have any lockpicks? Nope. I do not have a lockpick.
Okay. Well, I take the candle, right? I stick
Okay.
the candle in the hole, and I get the fire to melt the wax.
On
So
the
it
topic of
fills the hole.
lockpicks, real quick. If only you had some thieves' tools that you could have looted from a place where that sold illicit items only a
Listen,
few
I tried
hours
to
ago.
search for shit. I didn't find it, okay? I tried to loot the shit out of it.
I'm not kidding.
It didn't go so
there
well.
were lockpicks in that loot table. Like, you could have pulled it. I think it was a DC 11. You all rolled like 10s below and things like that.
Yeah.
Right, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so I'll melt the candle wax into the keyhole, so it all melts, and then obviously like put the fire out, let it cool, and then see if I can extract a cast.
So,
Candle cast.
the candle wax never actually enters the keyhole. There seems to be some sort of
Okay,
barrier there.
okay. Can somebody magically investigate that?
There's definitely some sort of
Ah.
magical key thing going on, but you don't know what it is, Jen. You can sense the magic, you don't know what magic it is.
Do we think any of the blue rocks might fit in it? Are they all too big?
No, they're probably all too big for the keyhole.
Okay.
And I shouted at them, "Hey, have you figured something out yet?"
Well, have you?
I go back. I go back to trying to cut the tree down.
I shout echoes across the valley a bit.
Are you over here, dwarf? No, we have not figured it out yet.
How are you chopping this tree down?
With the key.
Well, literally, so I've got the little flame
Okay.
source, which obviously I can control, and I'm just pushing the flame into the very bottom of the tree, just to like burn out a disc, if you like. Obviously,
Laser cutting it.
it's going to be like an hourglass sort of, as
It's
it's
plasma cutting the tree.
He's plasma
Yeah.
cutting
Coming
the
in,
tree.
yeah. By controlling the flame from the candle
Yeah,
or the
I don't-
torch, whatever.
I don't think that would work. Not from a candle flame.
Totally works.
Well, it would
Just might take a
eventually,
minute.
but it would take way too long. I mean, you're
Can
making
I see
very,
if there's
very
any
slow
more griffins
progress. here.
about?
You guys have torches. I don't know why you're using such a small candle flame.
I mean, the tree trunk is quite wide. You're probably more likely to set the tree afire, ablaze, rather than chop it in half. Even with your control flame. Yeah.
So if it gets out of control, I can bring it back down again.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, okay.
And just focus the fire to cut, burn the bits that I want to burn at the bottom, basically.
You can try. Roll me a nature check.
I'm gonna sit over here until you figure it out. Sit down.
So when you sit down over there, Cliff, you notice that the rock behind you lights up as well, and there is the same symbol on that part of the rock as well.
Like where I'm sitting, or?
Yep. No, well, it's kind of above you. The symbol shines above you.
Okay. So I'm like, okay, there's a symbol here as well. What do I look for? Guess I don't know that there's a keyhole maybe nearby.
Yeah, there's a keyhole on this side as well.
Yeah, but I don't. My dwarf doesn't know that that's what is going on. So he's like, what do I look for? There's a symbol here above me.
Nobody's listening to the dwarf. It takes about probably half an hour to burn down this tree. So, meanwhile, the dwarf is just looking at the rocks and I found symbols.
Oh, hey, there's a hole here. I try to barely get my pinky in there. Like, there's a hole here.
Try putting your tongue in.
Not today. And I try to maybe get my pinky.
So there's like an invisible barrier. Well, actually, your pinky's too big for the hole, so it doesn't fit.
Try your Wii. It's probably small enough.
How do you know?
I think
Talk to your mother.
That's awkward.
Hey, you're not a goblin that has seen me piss, okay?
It's just, yeah. The good old goblin camp that he befriended.
And then brutally murdered.
Yes! Naturally.
Cast Reparo.
Can I see if there's any more griffins about?
Sure. There's no more griffins around.
God dang it.
Griffins do be liking Cather's sausage, though.
And I didn't want to cast a spell if it was just gonna help out anyway, since Flint was doing all right. But I have animal friendship. But that takes up a slot, and I didn't want to take up a slot. I didn't have to.
I just gave away my sausage.
I know. You hoe.
Like two druids.
Yeah. Last of
There's the drunk halfling that goes and persuades the animals.
Wouldn't that 20?
What's down this way?
That's the slippery slope that he wrote.
That is, so that's a slippery slope that kind of ends in an abyss.
It's like this whole campaign. It's just a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope.
For us.
The path does continue on in this direction, though. So I will say that.
Yeah.
That kind of goes into a arched area, and you come out of a clearing. And
do we trust to throw the key on? Did we? Because we didn't try the key on the other side. Do we trust?
Hold on. So I grab the rope. That's now fallen limp. I tie the key onto the end of the rope. I hold on to the other end of the rope, and I do the sling thing again, and try to toss.
What you doing? And I walk up, basically. What you doing?
Catch the fucking K.
Okay. And I'm trying to widen my arms.
So another athletics check, then, please, Flint. Yep, so it just makes the distance. Cliff, dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
And this one. 13.
No, yeah, you just managed to grab hold of it. So you've got the key.
Yeah, I have it. Okay.
Try the key in your little hole.
Okay. And I try to get the knot out of there and jam it into the key. See if
So
it
this
does anything.
fits. It turned like you hear a clink as it hits the back of the
Ooh.
keyhole.
That's a clink. And I try to twist it.
Yep. So it turns, and it goes clunk, 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 and half
Ooh,
of
that
the
is
rock
noises.
on this side.
Yeah.
So half of the rock kind of like exposes and opens up, but it's making a big noise, and it opens up this side of the path, and it's a clunk, 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 and there's like a rock that goes above the water flow, and the water flow is now falling onto the bridge down here, kind of thing. So you can no longer see the bridge because the water flows on it, and you can see like a path that leads to there, but it's only half of the waterfall. The other half is still
Hey.
inside the water there.
The key did something here. And I take the key out and I'm like, you should try it over there.
So
again.
you took the key out, and then you hear clunk, 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 and the rocks then close back in on itself, and the waterfall
Oh,
is
for
now back to
fuck's
normal.
sake.
So
These
there's another
gods
key
and their
somewhere.
There's another fucking key somewhere that you didn't get from somewhere. Yes, that's right. There's another key from somewhere, but you got ran out of shabby.
Yay.
No, I'm kidding.
Brett keeps working on the tree.
There's a reason why you've not got this key. So, by the way, the clunking is very loud. It's echoing everywhere. Like the whole mountain is probably
Some birds have flown away.
yeah. It's
Noise. Flooded off.
yeah. It's a loud noise.
So I just pocket the key. I'm like, okay, use this key. There you go then.
Did you put the key back in or what?
Yeah, back in my pocket.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because
So this
it's
is
a dead
no
end,
longer
opens.
there then.
Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, it just creates a dead end, apparently.
How's that tree coming, Drake?
5 minutes Turkish.
I start
Touche.
singing a song.
And I go back to my
Poor
that I was
stupid
sitting on.
dwarf is stuck on the other side. The poor stupid dwarf is stuck on the other side. From the
So
smart
time
dwarf-
time passes, and someone appears from this path here, and they look very startled. They're surprised to see you. What are you doing here? What are you doing to that tree? Who are you?
We're
They are
trying to get
heavily
a dwarf
armored.
across,
There's two like kind of guards that appear.
Trying to get the dwarf across
Dwarves,
so he could join us
Human,
now.
elves, what?
These are also dwarves.
Okay. God, all
I
these
wave
damn
up there like,
dwarves.
hi, I'm trying to get across, but the bridge is broken.
Who are you?
Bridge is...
Name yourself. He's talking to you, Drake. There's two of them. There's one that's obviously that's barking at the orders, and the other one's kind of just eyeing you all up suspiciously. What are you doing here?
Well, we're coming across. Our mate Cliff there. He needs to come this way. Who are you?
What do you mean yours is coming across? Wait, your mate Cliff?
Cliff,
Yeah, mate,
I'm
Cliff.
Cliff.
Cliff, can you see the other side of the bridge?
He looks over. Don't I know you?
Yeah, I'm Cliff, Babura.
Babora?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's Bella's lad.
I'm surprised that Bella only has one kid. If that is the case, actually.
There's a lot of backyard abortions.
Oh, God.
And perhaps
It's
you
Bella's
did some
lad. What brings you three here? Are you with him?
Oi, that's why we're trying to get to my cross.
Alright. What about you? And it points at you, Plum. Do I know you? I feel like I know you.
I don't know. Do you? My name's Plum.
Alright, Plum. we know? I recognize her. I don't know. I didn't know her name.
Do you know anybody named Jakob or?
Jacob.
Yeah,
Hey.
he's a mate of mine.
Was.
I
Yes.
see.
Yes.
I got you. I get what you is saying. Okay. What's happened to him? We ain't heard anything for weeks.
Listen.
We had some complications.
Cliff, you probably can't hear this. They've brought down the tone. They're not shouting at you anymore. They're kind of talking to Plum and
I'm
Drake.
just sitting down, trying to wave at
Oh,
them.
I'm just chopped liver now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can walk over to them, but you're quite removed from them. I mean,
Okay.
you're like 45 feet away, so you could probably hear them, but they're not talking to you.
Okay.
So we got in a bit of trouble. I honestly don't know what happened to Jakob. We asked the whole entire camp to run into the teleportation device, and I'm hoping that they made it. But Princess B, as far as we know, is dead.
Who's Princess B?
Okay, then I need to talk to somebody higher up. If Jakob is there, I need to speak to him. If anybody from his camp is there, I need to make sure everybody's okay.
No, we ain't heard from Jakob for weeks. It's a couple of weeks.
Well, do you have a way for my friend to come over so we can all talk this out? And do you have a camp somewhere nearby so we can discuss what happened and figure out where everybody is? And we also need to find Bella, his mom. Do you know Bella? Was she a nice lass? Is that what you're going to say to me? That she's a nice lass?
She is a nice lass.
Yeah. we need to find his mom. We need to find Jakob and everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you
we've
have a
been looking
key?
for answers for the last couple of weeks. We ain't heard nothing. Everything's gone dark. Do you know, did you know Mariam has fallen?
We have also been in the dark and are trying to find out.
Right, okay, I see what you is saying. He looks over. Right, okay, just bear with us. We'll go and get the other key, and he can come across the hidden platform. Just bear with us. We'll be back in a few minutes. Can you not burn down our tree, though? And he looks over at you, Drake.
Drake extinguishes the flame.
It's very charred at the base at this point. Doesn't look healthy.
It's gonna die pretty soon. Yes.
Okay, so about 10, 15 minutes pass, and they come back, and they're like, all right, okay. Hey, Clifford boy, over there.
Yeah.
Just hang tight. Do you have a key for
Hang on,
that side?
I have a key. Yeah.
Right. You need to put it in. There's like a little
Yeah,
thing
I
on
know
the other
where.
side. You need to
I
put it in,
put
turn it,
like, clunk it.
and then clunk, 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 clunk. The that one side of the one side of the thingamabob opens. Can I put it on there? And then they do the same with the other one that you found, with a very similar looking key, but quite different in shape at the top. And clunk, 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 clunk. Then all the ice on that rock, it just melts away and dries up. And you see like steam kind of going up through the tunnel. Right, just give it a few minutes, let it finish it doing its thing, and then you can pass. Just be careful though, don't go over the path there. Don't touch the water.
Okay.
And yeah, you're able to cross. You can make it onto the other side. and
Made it.
they like
Has somebody
kind
got
of
a mage hand?
Hmm?
So we can get the key back.
yeah, you can do that.
And I hold out the key and I'm like, wait, the key's still in that. If I take the key out, it's gonna close up again, right?
Aye,
Didn't somebody cast mage hand earlier?
someone did.
Just a suggestion, maybe,
That
perhaps.
is-
Might be the ideal time, perhaps, maybe to use it. Maybe, I don't know.
To go and
I
get the
don't know
key.
what's going on.
There we go. I think Kath is eating at the moment. He's having his food.
I mean, someone could also teleport over there to get it, but
Yeah, but that would be a waste of a spell slot, right? Mage Hand
yeah,
is a
spell
cantrip, so you can cast it now.
I understand now.
So the Mage Hand goes and collects the key, and then this side of the river closes.
I think I get the key then, and I hand it over. I'm like, can I keep this key, or need to give it to you?
No, that key is yours. It was. Did you not get the other key?
No, and I put one key in my pocket.
Never mind then. Oh well, don't matter. You found your way here. Do you want to come with us? Someone wants to see you.
Okay, let's
I
go.
want to see them.
You want to see them? So,
wanna see them.
oh, I didn't put your characters on this sheet. So you're coming in from the west on this side. So you've kind of like gone round in like quite a large circle, I guess. Almost a circular kind of thing, and you're following like this rock path through, and there's a very, very small camp here. The two guards, they kind of like bring you over. This camp looks and feels very similar to the style of camp that you were at in where the rebels were before, right? Like
I look at
when
Plum
you
and go,
escaped.
are we going to kill this comp too?
No,
Wait,
these
Are
are
you
my
sure?
friends.
I don't think we need to go to this comp. I think we should stay out. They can come to us. I don't think we should go in.
They're
the
tied
guards have
to-
kind of walked ahead of you, so they're now in the camp and they're just kind of waiting, and one of them disappears into one of the tents.
They're tied to Jakob and them.
Didn't we
Remember
get the
him?
last camp destroyed?
No, you did.
It wasn't me.
Are you sure it wasn't
Isn't that
you?
thing
And I
still
get really
flying?
close, like trying to look inside Flint as if I could see the warlock inside of his eyes.
It wasn't fucking me.
Plum, roll me a perception check.
I suppose. 1 second. Boop.
You're pretty sure it's your Flint.
Get out of here. Okay. Well, we need to find his mom. They know his mom, apparently. I mean, everybody knows his mom. But we also need to find out what happened to the camp.
Oi,
And
the camp that we destroyed.
you destroyed. And listen, all the other things might be my fault. Some, but that camp's yours.
It's not mine.
All right. I'm just going to go down.
Yeah, of course you are.
I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going in.
Sure.
I'm going to head towards the campfire. Presumably there's a campfire in the middle.
Yeah, there is. That is a campfire in the middle.
I talk with Flint for a moment.
Just to go get
like-
warm.
I'll talk with Flint for a moment. It's like, if you are in connection with some sort of dark spirit, it might be wise to stand back indeed. And should I stay with you, or are you okay?
Oh no, go with them.
Okay. And I'll move on.
The bard really doesn't want to be with the dwarf. And yeah, so the three of you split the party and head into the camp for
This is fine.
what I'm going to say is the end of this session.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that because you ran out of things?
Nope. You're halfway through
It's
this
getting
stuff.
late.
Yeah, it's just getting late.
Because
Now
we
you're halfway
rolled
through the
so
things that I
much.
prepared, which means I won't have to prepare for
2
next
weeks from now.
session, which is great.
Which is the 11th, Remembrance Day.
Yeah, it can be if you guys are all free on that.
I should be fine.
Cool.
Which one?
I think so.
When's our time change?
Which date did you say?
The 5th.
Ours is the 5th. Okay.
Yeah, so ours is tonight. So
Yeah, ours
it's
is the
usually yours is usually the week after, I think.
No, I mean, when is next session? That's what I meant.
The
11th of November.
11th.
I will be available. The day before then, I will be going to theme park, so I will be available. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Well, the day before that's
What?
Friday, so
Yeah.
What time is that for us now, Kath? Is it at 8?
that'll still be at 9 for us then. By then.
Yeah, it'll be the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to switch. Sorry. I'm still in Arizona. Like, it's hard for me because I have to keep my Arizona head for work.
What's hard?
Still,
The
the time
stuff.
changes. Like,
So
It's hard.
Jen, you're saying next week you're not going to be late?
no, I'm probably still going to be late. It depends. Sorry. I was late today. It's very... Last Saturday, I had company coming over. I got really focused on... Exactly. It's hard. I got really focused on cleaning. Forgot the time.
It's hard.
That was my bad.
That's
This
what was played in the
morning-
background. We can't hear that chat.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
I have
Sound
that muted
alerts,
on
so-
Discord. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Life gets in the way. I understand. Right. So that's the end of the session today. How did you find it all? Do you enjoy it?
Pretty cool.
My bad.
I slept for half of it, so
And
Yeah, you
I know.
did.
So
You got to enjoy
unfortunately.
your salty nuts.
Yeah.
Were they
Yeah.
good, though? They looked
Look-
good.
the jalapeno, yeah, they're good. I like them.
I
I'm
know
gonna have
since
to
the
look them
beginning
up
of
here.
today's
Those ones
stream,
are from Save on Foods.
Yeah. That's where I usually shop.
Perfect. Yeah. I think those are Save on. My family.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I realised it was a bit more of a slower one today. It was a lot more roleplay-esque. Not very much combat. In fact, no combat. Was there any combat? There wasn't any combat. You didn't get to the combat bit yet.
no.
There was some close combat.
Yeah. You were...
Yeah, but no, what do we call it? Initiative rolls.
No, we didn't roll initiative. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, it was fun. So yeah, like we said, next session, the 11th. Any final words of wisdom, Kath?
Have fun.
Final words of wisdom, Discount?
In the sun.
Final words of wisdom, Jen?
Don't try to hide bodies.
Oh, it didn't rhyme. That was disappointing.
Combo breaker.
Combo.
Exactly. Fuck your rhyming.
Final words of wisdom.
I ain't no bard.
I would say animal, but he never has any words of wisdom, so I'm going to end the stream.
This
Have a
time
good
I
one.
do. This time I do.
Go on then. animal.
Because from the start of today's session, I've been thinking about, hold on, this reminds me of a song from that I know, which is called Bed of Roses by the Statler Brothers, which is about being raised by a hooker, basically.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, literally, it's like this bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. It's like that's the chorus of it, basically.
I should have just ended the stream.
Bye.
Have a good one, chat. Bye.